All right, what is up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another stream. Today we got a great show for you guys. Got some bad news to announce. Here's the bad news is that as I've got minutes to get this ready, and then of course, what do? I forget my freaking phone. And I have to have it just in case there's an emergency. So give me 1 second. You guys can say hi to my beat up chair Essence, but I am ordering a new chair. It's gonna come in the mail next week. So I am ordering a new chair, but for right now, you guys gotta look at this ghetto chair Essence just for a little bit longer. All right, chair Essence, say what up. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab my phone, peeps. All right. Welcome back. We are back. It's so funny, man. People seem to be very surprised that Sony is doing what they're doing. So we're going to talk about their strategy because I find it actually pretty hilarious that people are like, "Oh, what? Sony? Oh, where's my discounts? I wanted to buy Demon Souls for $14 now, and I can't do it. I bought an all digital system." So we're gonna talk about that. Next up, let's get into some Ninja news. We're gonna start off with that, guys. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully you guys are all doing fantastic. I know I am. So hopefully everybody's doing good. Let's start off with some Ninja news, though. First and foremost, guys, shout outs to everybody who's watching the videos. Past video on the channel. Remember, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Sunday. We got new videos on the channel. I'm grinding to get those videos out to you guys. So today's video actually started out pretty hot, but kind of tapered off just a little bit, which Saturdays kind of do that. As people kind of get their day started, like kind of tapers off. I noticed that on Saturdays, but it's all good. 8.3 thousand views already. 5th best video, 4th/5th best video in my top 10. Yo, thank you for this $3. I'm gonna get to your donation in just a bit. So shout outs to everybody who's watching. We got a lot of cool E3 Nintendo Switch news going down. So thank you guys so much for watching the videos. I do appreciate it. Remember, 7:30 a.m. Eastern time. 7:30 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Sunday, pretty much. You know, weekends there might be a change, but for the most part, I'm going to try to get those videos out to you guys, you know, in the morning as well, you know. Yo, shout outs to Kraken Jacks. I have not tried out the Famicom Detective Club games. No, I haven't. The games just came out. I haven't had the opportunity to play them yet, Kraken Jacks. Maybe I will at some point. But I've been playing Mass Effect. I can't play everything, unfortunately. I would love to play everything, but I'm not a visual novel guy either. I am not a visual novel type of person, so it's not really high up on my list right now. And Nintendo didn't like reach out to me for a review copy either. So yeah. But thank you for the $20. That does make you the top stream ninja. I appreciate that, my man. I do appreciate that. Let me know what you think about them, though. I know people have already talked really, you know, like, oh my gosh, these games are amazing. But you know, I have to check them out myself. You know, but like I said, I'm not a visual novel dude at all, so you know I might not like them. All right, but let's go ahead and get into some of these other Ninja news, guys, and then I'll continue on with some of the shout outs and donations that you guys came through with. Yeah, video that's up tomorrow morning. We're gonna have, or at least tomorrow at some point, we're gonna have a sponsored video for Arc the Lad R, which is a mobile game. So make sure you guys check that video out. I'm just waiting for them to get back to me, and then that video will be posted. So if you guys watch that, that'd be cool. It's a strategy RPG. It's actually pretty dope. So check that out if you can. Support the channel in that way because it's a sponsor. So obviously that'd be cool if you guys go watch the video. So there's that. Next up for Ninja News, we've got oh yeah, tomorrow's the tournament. So if you're playing in the Heroes versus Villains Super Smash Brothers tournament, that will be tomorrow morning. So yeah, I'll be running that tomorrow. So look out for that. I might take Monday off, guys. So just keep that in mind. I might take Monday completely off just because that would be like 7 straight days in a row that I stream. I like to take at least 1 day off of streaming just so I can kind of go over optimizations and just like relax for the day. So I might take Monday off based on what's happening. I might or might not. Just depends. We'll see. But all right, that's that. Next up, that is it for Ninja News. Let's go ahead and get into, or no, Elite Ninja stuff. So guys, we're very close. Good stuff. Not dropping any Elite Ninja, so you guys all give yourselves a round of applause to all the Elite Ninja. Nobody dropped off over the night, so that's pretty good. So we're at 405 Elite Ninja. We need 5 more Elite Ninja to get to a top record, a new top record for PlayerEssence. We've been at 405 before. We were kind of a little bit above, then we dipped down below. So let's get 5 new Elite Ninja. Basically what that is, it's a membership on the channel. When we get 5 new ones, I've got the Hokage headband ready to go today. It went away for a little bit. Hokage headband is back. Hokage headband is back, ready to go. The heck your stream has ads. My stream always has ads. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. It's based on whatever, if there's an ad spot available and if it's relevant to you, they'll put an ad. But that's always been there. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so next up, once again, okay, Marcus Williams, I'm gonna time you out for just a bit. You're just talking too much in the chat, man. I told you to stop doing that and you don't stop. Like, just put everybody in one line. You're going individually to each one, man. Like, and just relax for just a second, man. You just spam. You're look at how many times you could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's like 6 comments in like a span. Like, you're taking up the whole damn freaking chat, dude. I told you to stop doing. I told you to put multiple people in there. Stop just doing one each time. Stop doing that. He like does that on purpose too, like freaking 13-year-olds, man. All right, so we're trying to get to the new Elite Ninja there, guys. So make sure you guys check out the link in the description. We have a new dollar tier for you guys. So exclamation mark elite, or you can check out the link in the description. It's all there. It's $1. You get your emotes, you get your badges, you get your Discord access, and of course all the benefits that come with that in terms of, like, you know, when we get giveaways, you get extra chances for that. We are going to be giving away a Nintendo Switch. Probably this year there will be a Switch giveaway, so it gives you extra entries into that as well. So that is that. So let's try to see if we can get 5 new Elite Ninja at least at that $1 tier. Get to 410. At 450 we get a new emote. I'm in the beginning planning stages of the next emote on the channel, so that emote will be revealed. The finalists will be revealed, and you guys will get the vote on which emote that we do have. So I will be having a bracket basically, or a poll to where you guys can vote on what the emote's going to be. All right, I think that is that for Ninja News. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into shout outs. If you're here in the chat, I'm not trying to be mean to Marcus, man. Some of you guys are saying, oh my gosh and gosh, it's like, bro, like, I asked him to stop doing that, and like, he's still, like, I asked him to stop doing that last week, and even after I asked him to stop doing that, he continued to do it. Like, the next day that he came, he continued to do it. And I'm like, dude, Marcus, like, you're kind of chatting, and he just continues to do it. He doesn't listen to me. So, I mean, like, I had to time him out for that. But I gave him plenty of chances because he's a kid, so I wanted to give him some chances. But he didn't want to listen to me, so we got to time him out, man. All right, so Shinru with the $3. And he says, yo, OJ and fellow ninjas, what's new today? I hope to see Mercury Steam's 2D Metroid soon. I would love to know what Nintendo is sitting on the entire time. Play Magmore Caverns theme from Metroid Prime. All right, I got you. The mini player is no longer broken, so that's pretty cool. It took 2 or 3 days, but it's fixed. It is fixed. All right, let's go ahead and let's get this. What'd you say? You wanted Magmore Caverns. You want that from Metroid Prime? From the original Metroid Prime? Okay. All right. Shout outs. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate that. Mr. Shinru, thank you for the $3. And then Kraken Jax becoming the top stream ninja with the $20 donation. Kraken Jax, you do get 2 tracks. Shinru was the top stream ninja, but then you supplanted him with the 20. So Kraken Jax, you do get 2 different tracks for you to play. Kraken Jax tracks. You do get 2 of them since you became the top stream ninja over Shinru. So if you want to let me know about those, just tag me in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to get 2 video game tracks for you. Thank you for the $20, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you for the support on the channel. All Hey, what's up, Squid Vicious? All right, so let's go ahead and get into some more shout-outs. What's up, Jay Biggs? Welcome to the stream, my boy. Squid, once again, Alonzo, J2 Blue. Marcus is here as well. He's on timeout. He says, well, let me think of some music. Just think, here's an easy way of doing it, Kraken Jacks. Just think of your favorite games and then just say, hey, play this from my favorite games, you know? So that's one way of thinking about it. All right, Streamlabs is here. What's good, Streamlabs? Bead Queen is here. What's good? Sabo, Party Man, Style Boys, Gunslinger, Zay Zay. What's up? Nuka, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Minato Mario, welcome. Welcome. Shout outs to you guys. Kraken Jacks, of course. Thank you for the 20, man. Appreciate that. Dawson, my day's been all right. I haven't really done much. Just woke up kind of lazy today. Didn't feel like exercising too early. And then I just decided to just play Mass Effect instead. and then I took a little nap, and then I'm here. So I haven't really done much. Wasn't super productive today. But I'll get back to it tonight. Probably tonight I'll probably exercise after I'm done with work. But then I have to wake up in the morning for our tournament tomorrow. So yeah. TJ, what's up, man? TJ, welcome to the stream. Void Bester, what's up? What's up, man? Welcome. 665 Steven, what's up? Hey, what's up, Anthony Carlos? Jesus Gomez, what's good, man? Yo, Corey D, what's up, man? Welcome. Shinru, hey, OJ, I got YouTube Premium. Does that help? Yes, YouTube Premium does help. Yes, it does help. So if you have YouTube Premium and you watch my videos, but you got to actually watch my videos for it to be something. So if you watch, the more you watch my videos with the YouTube Premium, the better it is for me. It helps out. So yeah, watch my videos, and I know you already do, Shinru. So thank you. Koloko, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. What's up, party man? Having a great day. I'm just having a normal day. I don't know if there's anything. It's just normal. I'm here, you know. It's good to be talking to you guys. I just felt like I haven't really done much today, you know. I just felt like there hasn't really, the days just kind of went by, you know. Memorabilia, what's up, man? Welcome. All right, Keaton Holmes, what's good? Welcome to the stream. So yeah. What's up, Marcus? Welcome. Let's see here. Hey, thank you, Schizo. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying the videos. Gunslinger, once again, what's good? Let me scroll back up. Snack Guardian, what's good? I said you're here for the PS5 discussion strategy. Well, we're gonna talk about that. Is it Victray says they're here for the Kirby discussion. We're gonna talk about that too. So just relax, guys. Don't worry. We're gonna get everybody's thoughts in. We're gonna talk about everything here. So we'll make it entertaining, even if you're not interested in the PS5 or interested in whatever. You know, we'll talk about some stuff. It's better. Knowledge is always good. China Metal, what's good, man? Welcome. Ice Sonic, what's good? Welcome, Ice Sonic. Welcome to the stream. Birdman, what's up, Birdman? Dawson, Gritting Wolf Games, what's good? Just popped in to say hi. See you in the Spawncast. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of you just popping in just to say hi then leaving. I'm sorry. Sorry, Gritting Wolf Games. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. You need to stay here. Real Game Pass fan, what's up, man? Welcome. Gunmetal Otaku, what's good, man? I saw my daughter last week. I think I'll see her again next week, probably. Doom Somehow, what's good? Welcome to the stream. D Money, what is up? Welcome. Dark Synchron, what's good, dude? Welcome to the stream. Dark Synchron. Man with the Plan 69, what's up? Gotta go see. Okay, what? Somebody said the same. Man with the Plan, you must have changed your name because I don't recall somebody with that name being an Elite Ninja for at least a month or so. So you must have changed your name. You must have changed it. That's okay. Take it easy, bro. We'll see you later. The Armchair Analyst. What's up, Armchair? Welcome. So yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Joseph. Whenever you can come through the streams, guys, I appreciate it. Or whenever you can watch the videos, I appreciate it. Put it on playlists. Like the coolest thing to do, it's like the streams looks like whatever. If you catch them, you catch them. But like the videos, like the best thing to do is like make like a custom playlist and have notifications on and just add it to the playlist. Once you like, you know, if you can't watch it right at the time, just watch it later, you know. No change. I'm also Zerg Wildfire. Oh, okay. You're also Zerg Wildfire. Okay, yeah, I recognize Zerg Wildfire. I do recognize that name. I didn't recognize Man with the Plan 69 for more than a month. Okay. Got you. All right, let's see. Alex Graham, what's good, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Killer Ninja, what's good, man? Welcome. Play one track from Breath of the Wild, Switch presentation, trailer music, and track 2, Astral Chain Legion Assault. Okay, I got you. All right, so Breath of the Wild 2017 music. All right, so we got that trailer music there, and then you wanted Astral Chain, Legion Assault. All right, so we'll get both of those going. All right. Lex, what's good? Dior, what's good? Welcome to the stream. All right. What is good? All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into the first topic here, guys. Kirby. So according to the HAL Laboratory, they have talked about Kirby and what's in the next stage for the game or for the franchise. So let's talk about this. It's Mr. Shinya Kumazaki. He is the director of Kirby Star Allies, and also one of the senior members of HAL Laboratory, the people who make Kirby games. So here's what he had to say in a recent interview with Nintendo Everything, or translated by Nintendo Everything. The interview was from somewhere else, I forgot where. Oh no, a new art book that arrived in Japan. It was from an art book in Japan. So if it's a book, that means this might be a little bit old then, because it's ahead of time there, because I know they've been talking about a new Kirby for a while. But anyway, here's what he had to say. We say this every game, but the team and I overcame many difficulties making Star Allies. Sometimes these projects don't quite come together, but Star Allies overcame the odds and became a game with a lot to offer. Some of the Dream Friends were a challenge to include, to the point to where we weren't sure if we could include some of them at all. But we wanted to please the fans who have supported the series and included all the Dream Friends from across the Kirby franchise. There is always a sense of uncertainty at the beginning of a project, and it's natural we were hesitant about including some of the Dream Friends, but we worked together to make it happen. When working on the 3 free updates for the game, we encouraged all team members, young and old, to give their input on what they thought fans wanted to see. It was very difficult to organize all the suggestions, but I think Star Allies is a compilation of Nintendo and Kirby's team efforts. With its release, we finally broken the 11-year drought of side-scrolling titles on consoles. What does that mean? Oh, okay, he means from the I think it was from the Wii, because the Wii U didn't have a side-scrolling like traditional Kirby. It had Star Ally, or it had the Rainbow Curse or whatever. That I hate that game. But anyway, they had that game. We also added cooperative multiplayer the fans have waited for. Another accomplishment that the staff feel great about. And now finally we can move on to the next phase. I still try new things at work every day, talking with my colleagues about where to take the series next, together with them, even if only to please a single fan. We're planning for the next stage of our future. The team is an accumulation of the best aspects of the Kirby franchise, and we hope you'll look forward to what we have coming next. Now this, like I said, this is a book, so this seems, I mean, it seems kind of old, this passage. And the reason why I say that is because there was a time where the director said, I think like last year, they talked about Kirby in terms of what's next and their planning. So this is definitely maybe a little bit of an older passage. But the fact that, yeah, they're moving on, they're going to do like the next Kirby game, I wouldn't be surprised if we see it sometime this year. That's what I would expect, because I think this is a little bit older. But hey, yeah, they're working on the next Kirby game. They're moving on to whatever's next. I wasn't the biggest fan of Star Allies. I played it with my daughter. I thought it was okay. I thought it was a solid Kirby game, but it definitely wasn't as good as some of the other games that they've done. Like, for example, like the 3DS games. I like those more, even like the Wii game. But I did feel that there was some good stuff in the game. Like, it wasn't horrible. It was just kind of a little too easy for me. But the game was all right. Like, it moved fine. It played fine. But I would definitely like to see them bump that up, you know, if they can, for the next one to 60 frames for a second, and kind of go back to the traditional, you know, core Kirby experience when it comes to the gameplay. So we'll see. We'll see how they do it. Let's see. Kirby Star Allies is a pretty good game, but I would love to have a 3D Kirby game like Mario 3D World. Like Mario 3D World. Yeah. We'll see if they actually, I mean, Kirby Star Allies sold pretty well. So we'll see what budget they get to make a Kirby game, you know? Hey, what's up, Aiden? Welcome to the stream. I would want a Kirby game so badly. Okay. Okay, you want a Kirby game so badly. All right. What's this says? All right. Just picked up Metroid Prime with the bonus disc on GameCube for a good deal. All right, sounds good, Silver. I thought Star Allies was 60. I could have swore that it was 30, if I don't remember correctly. Let me double check, just so we have the right information. Kirby Star Allies, 60 or 30 or 60 or 30. Let's see what Game Explain has to say.
30 frames per second, and that even applies to when it's only Kirby on the screen.
Yeah, it's 30. It's 30. I think it's perfectly locked at 30, so it pretty much doesn't feel, it feels pretty good even at 30. That's why some people were like confused which one it is. It's 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second in the menus. It launched at 60. I think the menus were at the menus were at maybe 60, and then the gameplay was 30. It dropped at 60, probably discounts. No, we're not talking about price of the game, guys. We're not talking about price. We're talking about the frame rate. At least I'm talking about the frame rate. I'm talking about the frame rate, not the price of the game, not the price. Birdman said 60 frames per. Me and Birdman were talking about frames per second. We weren't talking about price. So Birdman, he initially brought this up, and I talked about, we're talking about frames per second, not price, guys. We're talking about frames per second because I answered Birdman's question. Says that please don't give me hope. Kirby is one of Nintendo best. What do you mean please don't give you hope? What is that? What are you talking about? The freaking director of the game, Real Game Pass fans, said that they're working on the next game. What do you mean? Is he a liar? What do you want me to say? I don't understand. Okay. These kids, man, these damn kids. All right, I'm just gonna move on. So yeah, I'm just moving on. I'm just gonna move on. No, you're good, Kraken Jacks. You're good, dude. Don't worry about it. Planet Robot is definitely more in line with what I want Kirby to be like. That's probably my favorite one. Yeah, Planet Robot is really good. Planet Robot's really good. It's like, don't give me hope. What do you mean, don't give you hope? The director's saying that they're moving, like, there's been 5 billion Kirby games. What do you mean don't give you hope? They make Kirby all the time. When was the last time that there was a generation without Kirby? What do you mean? You acting like it's freaking, like it's, I don't know, like it's F-Zero or something like that. It's Kirby. There's Kirby on everything. Everything has Kirby. I haven't remember a Nintendo main Nintendo system without more Kirby coming. Nintendo always makes multiple Kirby games. What is this? Don't give me hope, as if they don't make Kirby all the damn time. What? I don't understand this. Don't give me hope, as if what? It's Kirby. They always make Kirby games. I know you're only 13 years old and you've probably only seen like 1 or 2 Kirby games in your lifetime, but I mean, Kirby's been around for freaking 3 decades plus. And all throughout my lifetime that I've been playing Kirby games, I've never had a drought of Kirby before. There's always been Kirby in some way, shape, or form. I just don't understand when people say stuff like, don't give you hope for what? It's Kirby. There's always Kirby. I don't understand this. Anyway, okay. That's my real, it's my directness coming out here, guys. I'm sorry. I need to stop. Sorry, Real Game Pass fan. Real Game Pass fan. I know you're young and you haven't been around for many Kirby games, but Kirby is a staple in Nintendo's lineups, and there's always going to be more Kirby games. You know, throughout your lifetime, when you get older, there will be Kirby games until forever, because Kirby's a very popular character. So Nintendo will always make new Kirby games. I don't think you have to worry about having hope or not if a Kirby game comes. It will. It will. Okay? So yeah. Alright, there we go. So yeah, Planet Robot's awesome. Well, hopefully the next Kirby game will actually be 60 frames per second. Yeah, I'm hoping that's the case too. Hoping that's the case as well. I wish they would have brought Planet Robot to Switch. My kids love it. Yeah, I don't think they would have brought Planet Robot to Switch. Nintendo's not really keen on bringing 3DS games to Switch. So like, it's just porting 3D. You might as well just make a new game. Like porting 3DS to Switch, just because of you're gonna have to completely redo the textures and stuff like that. I mean, it can be done, but notice how there's not a lot of 3DS games on Switch. Instead of doing that, just make a new game. You know, I think that's kind of what they're looking at when it comes to Kirby. They rather just make a mod, because like, okay, the engine that it runs on, well, it's not a compatible engine on Switch. It's something that you'd have to redo. So it's like, it's just better off probably just making a new game. You know. That's why I think that Nintendo hasn't been really doing 3DS games on Switch. It doesn't work out that way, because it's a 240p system, you know? It's not built for HD. It's not built for like the quality that the Switch has, you know? 1080p gaming or HD quality. The engines aren't really good or cross compatible from what I understand. So that's why you don't see, I mean, nobody's bringing over 3DS games to the Switch. Not even just not Nintendo. Like nobody, I mean, there's a handful. You know, there's like, you know, Monster Generations, you know, there's a few. There's Snack Roach Jars. There's a few different ones. There's a handful of them that have come out, but it's not a very common thing to do just because 240p, no HD assets. I mean, it's just unless you plan for it ahead of time and just like have them stored HD then downsize them. But most of the 3DS developers didn't. So yeah, there is no God of War news. We're talking about Sony, and that is God of War is a Sony IP, and we're talking about Sony. So, but the title doesn't say anywhere there that says that there's God of War news at all, Nick of Light. It literally says PS5 strategy. So therefore, you show a picture of a PlayStation game or a game that's associated with PlayStation. Great points, makes sense why we haven't seen more 3DS games. Yeah, exactly. So they redid Miitopia though. That's not a straight port. Yeah, it's not a straight port. They kind of that's actually like a full remaster, almost remake. It's like skirts the line in terms of what they did with Miitopia. It's much higher quality in terms of the assets and everything. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that they rebuilt whole sections of that game. I don't think it's not a straight port. Definitely not a straight port. They completely rebuilt certain aspects of that game, new models, things like that. So I mean, I maybe see it as more of like a definitive edition, like a Xenoblade type of thing, but maybe even a little bit further when it comes down to it. But yeah. Room Factory 4 and Monster Generations Ultimate is what I remember. Yeah, Snack Roach Jars. There's a handful. There's less than 10 though. I think there's less than 10 for sure. Must have thought we were talking about God of War because of the thumbnail. Yeah, and I understand that, but like we're just talking about PlayStation. I mean, we can discuss God of War within that, but I mean, don't take everything 100% literal, guys. Like don't take it 100% literal. Like, it's okay to have a little bit of think a little bit more advanced. If you see PS5 and then just associate that, that's what we're talking about, because God of War, that's a PlayStation brand. So I could have put the Last of Us character there. I could have put somebody from representing Sony. So I mean, I do that all the time with Nintendo games as well. So just let's try not to be extremely literal. Let's think a little bit advanced on this one. All right, guys. I've been doing this for a while. You guys have been coming to the streams for a while. So Nick of Light. So it's all good though. Definitely look, if there's big God of War news, I'll just say, hey guys, new God of War news. I'll say it in the title, just like I said with Kirby. I'll make sure to say it. All right. Alliance RPG from NIS America switched in 3DS. Alliance RPG NIS America. Oh yeah, the Alliance Alive. Although, didn't that game get ported to something else first? So they made like an HD version. That game already had an HD version, kind of waiting in the wings, if I'm not correct. So I don't know what they did with that game beforehand. If they were planning on it to be multi-platform in the first place. But anyway, I didn't read the title. Make sure to read the titles, okay, guys? Read the titles before you start coming in here and asking stuff, all right? So just read the titles, all right, guys? Don't just rush in and say, "What? I saw a thumbnail. It's just, that's what I'm." Just read the title. It doesn't take that long to read the title. It really doesn't. The same amount of time that you came in here asking a question about that, you could have just simply read the title, So no need to be aloof, guys. No need. Just need to focus in. I know it's the weekend. Focus in a little bit. Read the titles, guys. Read the titles. Read the titles. They're there for a reason. Let's see. There's been so many Kirby games. Hasn't there been a Kirby RPG? There hasn't really been a real Kirby RPG that I can recall. Not really. I don't think so. Not really. I need to turn off that right there. That's not gameplay. We're not doing a gameplay stream. All right, give me a second. So what would you guys like, more of what your thoughts are for the next Kirby game? What do you guys want to see with it? All right, guys, what do you guys want to see? I want to know what your thoughts are on the next Kirby game. What you guys want to see with it? I don't like reading titles. I focus on the thumbnail, clickbait. Well, then hey, don't get upset when don't ask me questions about certain things if you're not willing to read the title. How about that? How about that? Let's see. How many Kirby games are there? A lot. I don't know. There's a lot of them. I don't know off the top of my head how many Kirby games there are there. Are there? Must be at least minimum 30 to 30 Kirby games or more. Maybe more. There's a lot. 20 plus, that's for sure. I want something ambitious. Give me 3D Kirbo. I don't know if you're gonna get that. I don't know if you're gonna get that. I don't know if you're gonna get that. Let's see here. Are they bringing back Philosama? Philosama? I think 3D Kirby would be dope. I just don't know how it would work, honestly. They could probably make it work just like 3D World, like what's it called said. Somebody in the chat did say that. So that it can maybe work like 3D World. I don't think that they would. I don't think they're gonna put that much money. Like Mario Odyssey is one of those games that's like super expensive to make. I don't think they're gonna put that much time and effort into a Kirby game. If anything, it'd be like Little Big Planet, like like the Little Big Planet game on the. It'd be like 3D World. It'd be like that type of, that type of scale. I don't think they'd ever make it to a scale that big for a Kirby game. Kirby games don't sell like that, So yeah. My favorite Kirby game overall, probably Triple Deluxe or Planet Robobot, one of those two, or like one of the Super Nintendo ones, So yeah, that's probably it. Kirby Maker would be a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. That's a horrible idea. Horrible idea. That's not a good idea at all. I'm sorry, guys. It's just really not. I don't think a full-fledged 3D open world would be great for Kirby, but something between 2D and 3D that gives you more freedom in standard Kirby game. Yeah, I think that would be good, like a 3D world, right? 3D world style where you have some levels that are like where you can kind of move around, but then other levels that are strictly 2D. I think that makes sense for Kirby. I think they'd have to make Kirby significantly faster. Like Kirby's movement options aren't like Mario's movement options. Like Kirby doesn't roll, Kirby floats and kind of like waddles. So they'd have to make him significantly faster, and then that would make Kirby look weird because he's a puffball. So I think it makes, like, a lot of you guys aren't thinking kind of in that sense. You're just thinking like, oh, well, 3D's, I want 3D. But you're not thinking about how that would actually move and how it would work with Kirby. There's more layers and levels to it. Kirby is a puffball that isn't extremely fast. He's not slow, but he's not extremely fast. And he floats. There's a lot of just floating. So I think 3D... I'm not sure if completely 3D works the best, like Mario Odyssey works the best for a game like Kirby. I just don't think it does. That's just my opinion on there. I don't think like everything, a lot of you guys associate, oh, well, I like Odyssey, therefore I can put any game in this and it's going to work. And it's like, no, that doesn't work that way. And on top of that, like I said, Mario Odyssey, that's a lot of money to spend on a game. I just don't think they're going to spend the type of money and the type of team size to get Kirby to play like that. It's not easy making a game like Mario Odyssey and making it feel good. Mario does things that Kirby doesn't do. Like the movement options and all that stuff. You can't just make Kirby do that in that type of world because, oh, well, we're just going to do that. So you have to think about it that way, guys. Don't think about it. So basically, think within the constraints of what they do with Kirby and how Kirby works. As a game player, stop just taking one experience that you like from something else and just saying, oh, well, that's going to work here. Think about what Kirby does in his game and how that would apply to a game. Don't apply what Mario does and say, oh, well, it's going to work for Kirby. That's how it's not going to work. That's how you get games that are too much, that turn out bad when you try to copy somebody else and their style and it doesn't work for that character. So think about it in that way. Do you think they'll add a robot bosses for Kirby? I don't know, man. Maybe. It just depends. We got to see what they do next. I would like to see the hypothetical 3D Kirby game in the vein of Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards. If that makes any sense. Yeah, there are some people that do like the Crystal Shards type of game. I could see maybe something like that. Maybe they expand upon that. Sonic Maker could not work. Sonic, I think that would work better than Kirby Maker. I think that would work better than Kirby Maker because I guess with Sonic Maker, I guess you can just make like basic 2D levels. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can kind of make whatever makers with lots of different types of games. I just don't know like how successful those would be. They can add tank enemies so you could obtain their abilities and go faster. Yeah, they could, but I mean, then what? Then what else will you need to do? Like, okay, so you're only gonna go faster when there's a tank enemy around. You see what I'm saying? Like, how many tank enemies are there gonna be in there? There's just gonna be a bunch of tank enemies all over the place. So then what happens when you get hit? Does the tank enemy regenerate back over there where it was? Like, see what I'm saying? Like, it's stupid. You're going to have to add hoops and hurdles in order to do certain things. There's no reason to do that. Just make a game that's within what Kirby does and innovate from there instead of trying to copy Mario Odyssey. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no need to copy Mario Odyssey when you're trying to make a game. Just do what you want to do instead of saying, oh, well, let's build Mario Odyssey, but with Kirby in there. Oh, now let's put some tanks in there and let's put some to make it like Mario. It's like, no, that's not how you build games, right, guys? That's not how you do it. You can take some inspiration, but don't just rip Mario Odyssey and say, hey, let's just do this because Mario Odyssey is great. It's like, no. Let them try something within what works for Kirby in terms of the gameplay and combat style. That's why I think the suggestion of Super Mario 3D World is a lot better, because then you don't have to worry about adding tanks to move faster because the levels are constructed in a certain way to where it's not just some big open-ended type of thing, right? It's much easier to do something like Super Mario 3D World, and I think it'd be better for Kirby doing it that way. And I think it'd be better for the type of style of gameplay that he has. You can put enemies there, that you can get your power-ups right then and there. You don't have to worry about scaling super tall places and all that. You can just go through. It's a tight action game, you know? So yeah. Once again, you guys are saying put star air rides to get around faster. Okay, now you're just copying Mario Odyssey. Now you're just copying Mario Odyssey. I don't want to play Kirby Mario Odyssey. Honestly, I really don't. I don't think that'd be that great, but hey, if you guys think that it would be, that's fine. The problem with Sonic Maker is that there's too many fan-made games, and the levels would need to be huge compensate for the speed. It cannot work. There's too many fan-made games. Well, if fans are making Sonic games that are good, why couldn't anybody else make a... Isn't like Sonic Mania, that was pretty much a fan-made game too. You know, with Sega's backing. Definitely looking forward to the next Kirby game. From what I saw, I think Kirby is more popular as a merchandise VG series nowadays. I think that it depends. I think right now, as merchandise, as like a mascot for Nintendo, Kirby's always been super popular. There's been some games that sell extremely well, you know, that make tons of money. But Kirby's always been good because of profit margins for them. Profit margins for Kirby games are usually good because it's always like an old school 2D type of game. I think Star Allies for them definitely brought, you know, the cost up in terms of what they wanted to do, you know. But I think that going forward, Kirby could become that next 10 million seller. I think Kirby has the star power to do that. But yeah, obviously people buy tons of merchandise. But I do think that Kirby might be able to be like Luigi's Mansion was, you know, if they make a really impressive, you know, Kirby game, that could be the next, you know, breakthrough 10 million seller on the Switch. I think it can. Star Allies obviously didn't appeal to enough of the core gamers out there. But I think that if they made a really good, high quality Kirby game, I think they can get up to that, you know, 10 million range. Kirby definitely has the star power to do that, but it'd be difficult. It wouldn't be easy for sure. 5 million, at minimum 5 million, which would be big for a Kirby game. You know, Kirby games don't usually do more than like 3 or 4 million, so. Real Game Pass fan, I'm not answering any of your AAA questions, okay? I don't care. If you want me to be honest, I don't care. Let's see here. Elias says, yeah, no need for Kirby to be a copy-paste. I'm sure they can make a lot of, to make a unique one. Yeah, there's no need to copy-paste. No need to copy-paste everything, you know? Hades is definitely not the best game on the Switch, but if you like it the most, that's cool. But Hades is definitely not the best game on the Switch. It's a good game, but it's not the best game on the Switch, no. Ice Sonic says, I want 3D world type of Kirby game that's harder to explain and hidden lore more. Yeah, lore would be good. Obviously, Kirby games don't focus on lore, but a little bit more story and lore and background to kind of like the Kirby universe. I think that'd be pretty cool. Kirby's GTA 4. I hate GTA 4. That game sucks. But yeah, shout outs to GTA. Let's see here. I'll stick with my Hades statement all day, every day, forever. That's cool. You can stick with it. I mean, it's a wrong statement, but it's your opinion, you know? I mean, you put an opinion out there. You say it's the best game, but it's not. Not enough content not enough content, not enough. There's just not enough in there to hang with the biggest games on the Switch. But it's still a very good game. Still a very, very good game. I think it's definitely one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch for sure. One of the best games on the Nintendo Switch, but it's not the best game on the Switch. It's a rogue game. I'm not going to give a rogue game the best game on the Switch. I would give something that kind of does a little bit more, like Breath of the Wild or like Odyssey or like something like that would probably be more of the best game on Switch, not a rogue game that you can beat in 45 minutes, you know? But it's all good. It's all good. Waddle Dee spin-off game would be cool too. All right. Have you heard about the Sea of Stars upcoming RPG with puzzle? I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not talking about that. Let's see. We're talking about Kirby and all that right now. Let's see here. Kirby and the Scholar, Scholar of the First Sin. Kirby and the Scholar of the First Sin. Okay. It's like a random dude who said the best game of 2017 was Andromeda. That was not a random dude. That was Troy Perry. That was Elite Ninja here. He said that. He said that. Yeah, Andromeda was the best game. People are allowed to have their opinions. You know, they're allowed to have their opinions. I mean, they might be wrong opinions. No, there's no such thing as that for the most part, unless they're trying to say something that is factual and it's not. But no, people are allowed to think. If you think Hades is the best game, that's cool. You think Hades is the best game, it is. That's fine. But it's, I mean, in no way when it comes to objectively speaking, it's probably not. Objectively, it's probably not. I think Breath of the Wild does a bit more. You know, Breath of the Wild does a bit more for what the Switch is than Hades. But hey, Hades is great. It's a great game. Great game. Let's see here. Scholar of the First Sin, Dark Souls 2 DLC. All right, sounds good. Spooky. Let's see. For Mario Kart, they should put Kirby in it for the new game. All right, Marcus. Let's see here. Mad NES says, "Hey OJ, long time no see. Where have you been, Mad NES?" Hades ain't even the best roguelike. That's Ghost Thunder. I like Hades. I think personally, Hades is my favorite roguelike that I've played. But yeah, I don't play a lot of roguelike games. I really don't. I'm not a huge fan of them. Not a huge fan of them. But I've been playing them recently, like Returnal, Hades. I think we're gonna do a Dead Cells stream, sponsored stream. So at some point that's gonna happen. So at some point that's gonna happen too as well. All right. Nobody. We're not here to argue about what you like the most or what the best game or not the best game is on the Switch. That's not the point. Read the title. Like that's not the point. Who cares at this point, dude? Now you're just trying to shove your opinion like down everybody's throat. Nobody gives a damn about what you think. Not at this point, dude. Nobody cares anymore. This is not a what's your favorite game on the Switch and why. It's not what this stream is about. You simply just randomly splurted out there. I tried to talk back. I didn't know you're gonna freaking go back and forth, but hey, man, whatever. Go play Hades. Let's see here. Sorry if I'm making you frustrated. No, you're good. You're good, Marcus. You're good. I have a very love-hate relationship with Returnal. Oh yeah. But any other thoughts on Kirby, guys? Any other thoughts on that before we move on to the next topic? Some of you guys are asking me like some random stuff. It gets too sidetracked. Okay, I already read that from iSonic. Let me see here. Dawson says they did a small top-down 3D-ish Kirby mini-game in the 3DS game, kind of like Diablo-like, and it was good. They could expand upon that too. Top-down. How do you think Kirby Air Ride 2 would sell, OJ? Kirby Air Ride 2, I think it'd do all right if the game was good. Let's see. OJ's dream Kirby game would be a Kirby roguelite adventure. No, no, sir. As long as it's not straight 2D platform like Star Allies and something different, it'll be good. I think they can still make a 2D platform. It'd be really good because Planet Robobot and Triple Deluxe were both 2D platformers, straight up 2D platformers, and those were awesome. So I don't think that it needs to. It has to be not 2D for it to not be, and it'll be all right. I think it can be a 2D game. It'll be good. I mean, Triple Deluxe is awesome. I think people would even be if they remade Triple Deluxe. Let's just say not a port, but they remake Triple Deluxe and put it on the Switch. People would be excited for that. I think that would do really well. They just did a remake of Triple Deluxe, just all new graphics, same general style of gameplay and everything. It was just 2D, but way better graphics. You know what I'm saying? Way better sound quality, audio, music, and all that. I think people would be like, "Yo, this is hype," and I think that would sell 3-4 million copies, minimum if they just did that. I think people would rebuy it, then new people would join in because it would look awesome. So I don't think it's necessarily a necessity that it can't be 2D, otherwise nobody's gonna like it or it's gonna be a problem, Kirby sucks. Kirby does suck. Kirby does suck. So yeah. Kirby's for babies. It says Kirby's for babies. No, it's more for everybody. Not necessarily just babies. It's for everybody. Kirby's way too easy for me personally. Have you played the 3DS Kirby games? Those ones are definitely a little bit more of a challenge and are really good. I think a lot of you guys are talking about Star Allies. Or have you played like the old school Kirby games? Play the old school ones. I think a lot of you guys are just focusing on Star Allies. That one's easier than usual. But if you play some of the other Kirby games, those ones are definitely a little bit more. Well, not Kirby. Kirby Epic Yarn. I've beat pretty much every single Kirby game. Kirby Epic Yarn and Kirby Star Allies. Those games are too easy. Every other game is okay on difficulty. Too easy. Yes, oh, you played the, okay, those ones are too easy for you too. Okay, no problem then. I don't think I've ever played a Kirby game before. You haven't? Okay. Kirby Battle Royale on Switch would be mobile mechanics turned me away. So they come back with check with the next Kirby Battle Royale on Switch with the mobile mechanics. What does that mean? What does the mobile mechanics mean? Kirby fight. You talking about Kirby Fighters? That's not a mainline Kirby game. That's just a little side game that they did. That's not a mainline Kirby game. Are you talking about Star Allies? What are you talking about? Nintendo says Kirby Triple Deluxe and Robot would be great. Yo, Shinru with the opening thread. Let's go, Shinru with the $25 donation, breaking the silence. 40 minutes. Let's go, Shinru with the 25. And he says OJ's perfect Kirby game would be either high octane action game made by Platinum Games or epic JRPG made by Square Enix or Atlas. Maybe Atlas could touch the darker themes of the series. I don't want either one of those. My perfect Kirby game would actually be something like Kirby Planet Robobot or Triple Deluxe, just done a little bit more, you know, add a little bit more difficulty in there, add a little bit more speed to the game and stuff like that. But no, I definitely don't want to see Atlas make a Kirby RPG or Platinum Games Kirby game. I think that would look silly. So no, I definitely don't want to see that. I like what they did with the 3DS games, and hopefully they bring that back and just kind of, you know, expand upon that. That would be my perfect Kirby game. Thank you for the $25, though, Shinru. You do get 3 tracks because you guys give some love, respecting emotes to Shinru. Yo, and Sebastian with the 10 as well. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the support. Shinru, you became the top stream ninja once again. Bonus time, baby. You get 3 separate tracks. 3 separate tracks. Remember, guys, it always stacks. Whoever becomes the new top stream ninja and stream Okage, either or, you get another track on top of that. So, Shinru, you get 3 tracks, Shinru. So, pick wisely, my man. Pick wisely. Thank you for the big $25 support, though, man. I appreciate that. Sebastian Guerrero with the $10 and says, to be fair, there are elements of 3D Kirby and Star Allies, like overworld and boss fights. So the battle, they might have idea of how to do it. Also, please play Galar Gym Leader. Okay, no problem. No problem. Galar Gym Leader. We'll play that until Shinru gets some music that he wants. Galar Gym Leader. Gym Leader. All right. Here we go. Let's see here. Are you gonna be the first one to get? I don't know why I get. I don't know if I'm gonna be the first one to get the game. I can't track everybody's whereabouts with the next Kirby game. I can't. I don't know, dude. Mark, what type of question is that? I have no idea. I'll get it when it comes out. I don't know if I'm gonna be the first one. My brother, my brother bought his 7-year-old son Kirby Star Allies. He beat it on day 1. Okay, because it's not a hard game. I don't know if I'm gonna be the first one. I'm gonna get the game. I'll play it. Says, yep, ride or die with my gaming opinions. With Andromeda. Yo, Gunslinger with the $1. I want to shake your hand, sir. Can you play Arc Mall from Astral Chain? I can't play Arc Mall from Astral Chain. I can. We'll play that next until Shinru gets his selections in. Arc Mall. Thank you for the $1 donation, Mr. Gunslinger. He says, I doubt one is coming anytime soon anyway. How much you want to bet on that, MM81? How much you want to bet? You want to put any money towards that? Towards the donation, towards the stream? Or what's your definition of anytime soon? Let's see here. Jose's losing his patience. Jose's going to be the next C&D. The next C&D? Hell no. First of all, I'm not going to go out there waiting the freaking cold for video games like those dudes did. I'm good. But although that did lead him to a lot of stardom and people, you know, loving his channel and everything like that. But still, I ain't going to do all that. That's too extra. So yeah, I'm good on all that, bro. I'm good. My first ever game, I think, is Kirby Return to Dreamland. Amazing game, yeah. Tagged you earlier. Did you see it? No, I did not see it. Let me double check. You tagged me earlier. All right, let's play Shrine Battle theme from Monster Hunter Rise. But that's only one track. You want? I need you to give me 2 more after that. All right, so. All right, so we'll play it after Arc Mall then. Let's see. I'll bet. I'm not betting the 13-year-old money. Shut up, bro, Game Pass fan. You're gonna go steal some money from your mom. My first ever game is, I think, Kirby Returns to Dreamland. Amazing game. All right, I already read that. Art Electronic would be proud of my positivity of Andromeda. Exactly, and Art Electronic is a moron. So, like, why would you want to be on the same side of Art Electronic? You freaking idiot. He's a freaking idiot. You know what I'm saying? So why would you want to be on his side? Why would you? So yeah. It's like enjoying Long John Silver. Long John Silver's is kind of nasty. I don't know my first game, but I beat Super Mario Bros. 2. Okay, I don't know what we're not talking about first games that you beat. We're talking about Kirby. Or whatever's in the title, at least. I'm not talking about first games you guys have ever beat. We're not running down history lane. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Long John Solvers is goated. What the hell is Long John Solvers? What the hell is Long John Solvers? Hey, what's up, Mr. P.O.? Welcome to the stream, bro. Do you think a remake for Kirby Dreamland? I don't think they're gonna remake Kirby Dreamland. No. I don't gamble. Sorry, OJ. More like you know that. More like you're probably going to be wrong, and you got in over your head. So now you're saying I don't gamble. It's not a gamble. It's a bet. It's not gambling. It's just a simple gentleman's bet. There's a difference between gambling. We're not going to a damn casino. You know what I'm saying? You simply make a statement because you're very loud with your mouth here or with your typing here. You say, I asked you about something. You said it's not going to be anytime soon. I said, oh, we'll make a bet. If you're confident about it, you say no, you don't want to because you know that you're probably going to be wrong or that I know something. So then now you make an excuse. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right, man. Just be like, all right, man. Well, maybe there is going to be something. You don't got to sit there and make but it's all good, man. It's just don't gamble. We're not gambling. Not a freaking casino, dude. There's no chips. There's no poker. There's nothing like that. There's no craps. There's no slot machine. Simple gentleman's bet. You may know something. Oh, I don't think I know anything at all. How about that? I don't think I know anything at all. It's just me talking. I don't think I know anything at all. Personally, I don't think I do. Personally, I don't think I know myself, don't I? I think I know myself. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope. So yeah, Kirby Pachinko machine. That's only if what's it called? That's only if Konami gets a hold of the Kirby IP somehow. Somehow, if Konami gets a hold of the Kirby IP. Hey, but let Game Pass Perry like his bad games, okay? It's okay. It's okay for people to like bad games. It's all right for people to like bad games. If people want to like bad games, they can like bad games. We should not hate on them for liking Mass Effect Andromeda. You know, that game sucks. It's a trash game that needed 5 million patches for it to even be decent, you know? But that's okay. If they want to like that, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But if you're confident that a new one is not coming, then it doesn't matter what OJ says. Exactly. Exactly, Dawson. If you're confident that something will happen regardless of what I say, then you should just stick with your guns. You know, just stick with your guns. So yeah. Nintendo Cross Kirby, yeah. Nintendo Cross Kirby. I got Andromeda day one. Horrible game. Yeah, you have to wait for 5,000 patches, Mr. PO, for it to actually work like it's supposed to work. Andromeda, I mean, if you play the game now after patches, it's actually somewhat playable and decent. But day one, no, it's not. It's not playable whatsoever. It was so bad day one. It was so bad. It was so bad. You have to wait for patches for it to work. For it to work properly. Jose-san, can Can you please play God Hand Smoking Roll? Yes, I can play that for you. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Last 2 tracks, Fodlin wins. End it with Gentle Madman. Alright, I got you. Fodlin wins. And then Gentle Madman. Then we'll get everybody else's donation music requests as well after that too. So shout outs, guys. I didn't even go to the last prologue mission for Andromeda. Yeah, no, but Game Pass Perry, he likes it. Let's not be too you know, down on his opinion. If he likes it, he likes it, you know? Like if he likes it, he likes it. But I mean, I think that with Mass Effect Legendary Edition coming out, I think that the real good Mass Effect games people are finally getting a chance to play those. People still need to realize, like, it's been how many years since Andromeda? It's been 4 years since Andromeda because it came out early 2017. So it's been 4 years since Andromeda, and if you look at it, a lot of you guys were young when the first Mass Effect came out. Think about it. If you're in your 20s right now, Mass Effect 1 came out in 2007. A lot of you guys were kids. You guys were either babies or you were kids, so you couldn't even play the games if you wanted to, or your parents were going to buy it, or you didn't have the money, or whatever the case is. So the new Mass Effect games, the good ones, are actually coming out now and showing people, hey, this is what Mass Effect used to be. Mass Effect was a god tier franchise at one point. Mass Effect 1, they completely like redid that game. It plays so much better now. And the Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 are already really good games. They play well even on the 360, you know? So yeah, it's just good that they finally released the Legendary Edition. So that's awesome. So shout outs though. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the next topic here, guys. We're going to talk about Sony's strategy going forward. So it seems like some people were a little confused about what Sony's doing for the PlayStation 5, and I don't know why people are confused about what Sony's doing, because Sony let us know from the they didn't say it, but every single move that they've made basically showed their strategy and showed their hand. Let me break it down for you, just like basically where this started from. And that was the what's it called? All right, so that's 4 minutes, so we're gonna move on to the next track. So if you look on, there was an article from Push Square that said that Sony is yet to discount any of their major or PS5's major exclusives from the PS Store. Why? So I didn't read the article, so I want to make sure that I read the article so I don't misquote anything in terms of what they had to say. So they talk about the launch titles: Marvel's Spider-Man, you know, Sackboy, Demon Souls. None of those have been discounted, and not even on PS Plus subscribers can get a discount on them. So, which, you know, before in the past, Last of Us Part 2 has already been available, you know, discounted, blah, 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 whatever. So they're just comparing it and saying what's going on here. But I think it's very clear what's going on here. From the very beginning, I've been trying to outline this. I mean, I talked about this last year, I think around September, I talked about this. So before the PS4 or PS5 even launched. And the thing about it is that these deep discounts on, like, even like that right there should already tell you something. There's a problem. The Last of Us should have never been discounted to $29.99 the same year that it, like, this, within months of it coming out. That should have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that Sony wants to happen. That game took freaking 5-6 years to make. You can't discount that from $60 to $30 in 3 seconds because of what? That takes too much money. The problem is the devaluing of IP. The problem is the assumption that, oh, well, if you wait 3 months, you're going to get the game for 50 to 60% off. Sony is not fond of that. You know why? Because Sony's investing more money, time, and resources into first-party games than they've ever done in the history of Sony. This is the most time, money, and effort that they're going to spend on first-party games. They're going all in on those first-party games. They just talked about this the other day. They got 25 first-party games in development. They are cooking there. Now, they're not all the big, you know, maybe God of War type of games, but they're still expensive. There's a lot of people to pay. There's a lot of people that need bonuses and need their stuff. I mean, if you look at it, Sony's never really had too many problems. Like, people haven't complained too much about, you know, their paying and things like that. So Sony pays their people. You know, and it's something we need to respect. And I'm not saying that we need to just sit there and bow down to them and give them $70 every single time, or even Nintendo or anybody at that. But I do admire the fact that we haven't heard about massive layoffs for Sony and things like that, because it seems like, generally speaking, their developers are paid. Their developers are happy. And you can't do that. You know, Microsoft is a different case. You know, they have a huge bankroll with what they do. Sony and Nintendo can't do that. They can't sit there and offer premium games for $20, you know, 3 months later. That's just not something that's viable long-term wise every single generation. You can get away with it for a while, but eventually it's going to catch up to you as you develop new tech, as you get more and more and deeper into more evolving tech, and in the HD, Super HD era now, right? Ultra HD era. Now we're in the 4K Ultra HD era where people are expecting that type of, you know, stuff. You just can't be discounting your games like that. Sony took a number of precautions to cut off the flow of who controls game prices. A lot of times people think that Sony just completely controls game prices. Absolutely not. For those who don't know what an MSRP is, that's called a manufacturer suggested retail price. It's not called a manufacturer, you have to put this price. It's called a manufacturer suggestion. We think you should put it at here based off of these metrics, these type of things, profit, how it works. That's why sometimes you'll see, even on the PSN, a game might cost one price, but then at a retailer or a PSN, it can cost full price. Then at a retailer, it can be cheaper because it's just suggested. It's not that they have to follow that price, but you're not going to make any money if you don't put it at certain prices. But if the game is, you have a bunch of stock of that game and it's not moving units, you're going to discount it, you know? That's why Sony wants to, one, cut off the amount of people that actually even have access to physical games, because the retailers are discounting the games, and it's basically undercutting their prices on PSN. So what do you do to do that? Well, you stop sending retailers digital game cards because they can discount those if they want to, right? And you start selling systems that are digital only. Okay, so what does that do right there? That's already a huge blow to the flow of games and to the flow of who gets to control like prices and all that. You're cutting out retailers from access to digital game cards. You're cutting out people, millions, to get access to physical games. Now they must go through PSN. They must pay PSN prices on Sony's terms. And we're talking about physical, we're talking about digital game cards for Sony's first-party IPs. I don't know if third-party developers still do them or not, but whatever. You know, right now we're just talking about Sony's first-party stuff. So, so the fact that, you know, it's one of those things, you know, it's one of those things to where it's you know, it's just going to be that way. Yes, I heard about Naughty Dog, you know, in terms of some of their, like, with that, but that's a special situation. And for the most part, you don't really hear too many of Sony studios having problems. But there were some issues with, like, crunch and things like that. But overall, it does seem like they're getting paid decently. But yeah, there were some issues with that studio in particular. But most of their Sony has a bunch of studios, and most of them are fine. We don't really see too many issues when it comes down to it. And it seems like the people stay there. It's not like they leave, you know. So people stay at Sony studios. They have a lot of long-time developers there. Yeah, you did. And I think Sony wants to value their games more. Absolutely, Mr. P.O. Sony definitely wants to value their games more. Absolutely they want to value their games more. It makes sense. Shinru, what was your last game or what was your last music that you wanted? My camera needs to be focused. Is it focused now? How about that? Is it focused or not focused? My camera has autofocus on, so I don't know why it would go out of focus for that long to where you guys would have to say something about it. Yeah, there's autofocus on, so yeah. I'm not sure why it went out of focus. Hey, what's up, Saturn Valley? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for watching my videos. Yeah, where I live, it's insane. 85 euro versus 70 euro for Returnal, 75 euros, 50 euros for Mass Effect Digital versus Physical. Yeah. Hey, it's all good, Marcus. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's basically what's going down here. Yeah, and like even in Europe, it's even worse for people in Europe. But that's really, I think that this generation, PlayStation fans have to kind of pick and choose when they want to buy something. You know, it's expensive. It's not cheap, but Sony's going to try to keep the value of their games and not devalue their IP. Because I can guarantee something right now. There's no way in heck that Sony's going to say, oh yeah, we're going to release God of War. And then it's going to get God of War was $30 a few months after it released on the PS4. Like, I could buy God of War for $35 to $40, you know, a few months after God of War came out back in 2018. That's not what Sony wants. They can't have that. And I think one of the biggest problems is also perception. people think that, oh, well, if Sony's always discounting stuff, so I'll just wait for the discount. Sony wants to value their IPs. They don't want to devalue them, you know, and that's just how it's going to be. You have the option. It's funny because there was some people on Twitter, they were like, oh, well, Nintendo, they can get away with it. Their fans are idiots and morons. They buy games. That's the reason why they get away. It's like, that's just moron Twitter speak. Like, that's just like moron Twitter education. Like, people that just don't know their head from their ass when it comes to business or when it comes to anything. Like, if you don't like the price of something, you don't like the price of something. But stop trying to subjugate everybody to your logic, to Twitter logic of don't get away with it and rising up against. It's like people buy whatever the hell that they want. This is economics since the beginning of time. Since we found currency, since the world and humans founded currency, people will buy what they want to buy when they want to buy it. If they want to buy something, if they think it's worth that, they will buy it. There is no, they're getting away with it because these people are idiots. No, they want to buy it because they want to buy it. If you want to buy, Sony's games will sell even at this price because people will still buy it if they want to buy it. That's it. There is no conspiracy or anything like that. That's how it's always been. How about a Porsche, a Bugatti, a whatever, cars? Look at these cars that are like $500,000 or like $250,000. That's expensive, right? Just to get to A to B. Well, there's still people that will buy it. If they feel that it's worth it, they'll buy it. Look at the houses that people buy. Look at anything. Look at computers. People buy $3,000 computers. You don't really need a $3,000 computer, but people will still buy it. People will buy all sorts of stuff that they want to buy. This dictating of, oh, well, it's because you're idiot fans and this type of stupid, like I said, I call it Twitter moron logic. Of this trying to dictate what people should stand up for and this and that, like it's some type of revolution, some type of, revolution against some type of oppressor or something like that. It's so stupid. It's just economics. You buy whatever the hell that you want. There are millions upon millions of people who don't buy Nintendo games because they think that the prices are too high and they think that the games aren't good or whatever the case is. And that's fine. It's their choice. But people who think that they are good and it's quality and they'll buy it, that's fine. They can do that too. Same thing goes for Sony. If $70 is too expensive for you, then that's fine. There is no getting away with it. Like I heard somebody say that. There is no getting away with if Sony continues to charge $70, they're going to get away with it. The fans are still going to, no, not getting away with anything. This is the price that they've set. You have a choice as a consumer. You either buy it or you don't buy it. If you think that it's not good for you as a consumer, then don't buy it. It's that simple. If it's too expensive, then don't buy it. Stop trying to act like there's some type of revolution going on or something like that. It's so stupid. I can't stand when gamers talk like that, like we're part of the military or something. Like, we're not going to stand for this. Just don't buy it and go on about your day. You know, like what the... I don't... Like, gamers sometimes are weird as hell, man. Just don't buy it. You can be vocal and say what you want to, but it's economics. Either you buy it or you don't buy it, you know? Like, it's so weird. I'm not hating on, and like I said, Sony can do whatever they want. I bought Returnal for $70. Was it worth $70? I don't know, probably not, but I still bought it anyway and I enjoyed the game. Okay, big deal. If it's not worth it, then sell it. You can sell it and get some of your money back. You played it, if you sell it, you can probably get $50 for it, $60 for it. Okay, then you got some of your, you got most of your money back. There you go, you know? All right, let me put the next track here. Gentle Madman. But I see this all the time, you know. I mean, somebody on Twitter was like, "Oh, how can you sit here with a straight face and tell me that Nintendo doesn't get away with anything?" There are plenty of times where if consumers don't think the game is worth that price, they don't buy it. If they think it's worth the price, they'll buy it. If they don't think it's worth it, then they won't. Sushi Striker was $50. That game didn't sell that well. That game did not sell amazingly well. People didn't think it was worth that, so people didn't buy it. It's not like people will buy anything and everything. If it's worth it, they'll buy it. If it's not worth it, then they won't buy it. Simple. Simple. There's no other and nobody can tell me otherwise. This is economics 101. People will buy what they feel it's worth. If they feel that it's worth it, they will buy it. Wonder Nintendo's thinking because of this. I don't think Nintendo cares. It's good to play at full price for games. Much better than microtransactions, etc. Gaming has way more issues than full price games, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that I will say about Sony's first party games so far. Everything's complete in there. So far, there's been no, like, you pay the $70, or you pay the $60 or whatever, but you get everything kind of in there so far with PS5. I mean, Demon Souls, same thing with Returnal. everything's been in there. So that's true. Like I said, I don't fault them for this, and I think that obviously for Sony, it's a one of they need, because like development costs are rising. They can't have it. I mean, unless you want to see lower quality games, you know. But they're not going to be able to operate the way they've been operating, doing what they're doing at this point, you know, before in the past, you know. I can't not buy it. I have every game released in NA for retail in my collection. Every game for the Switch. Sushi Strikers was 40 when I bought it. I bought it for 20 bucks. That's about how much I would pay for it, was for 20 bucks. So I bought it for 20. So yeah. If you ask me, price varies from game to game. I bought Smash Ultimate because I felt like the game was value, or I passed up on Mystery Dungeon because I didn't see the value. And that, Marty, thank you. That is called economics. That is called the general natural flow of business. People think that there's some type of standard that everybody needs to uphold to. No, actually there is not a standard. The only standard that you guys need to uphold to is your own damn standard. These MSRPs, that doesn't mean that's your MSRP. That means that's their MSRP. Your MSRP, you guys should start thinking that way. Your MSRP should be whatever the hell you want it to be. If you feel a game is not worth 60 bucks and you want to wait for a price drop, then you wait for your own MSRP. You know, then you wait for your own price that you want to pay. I do this all the time. I didn't think Sushi Striker was worth 50 bucks when it first came out. And then it went down to 40. Then it went down to 30. I didn't think it was worth those. When it went down to $20, I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot, right? Same thing goes for lots of other games. You guys determine what you guys want to do. You know, I don't base what I want, like in terms of value, based off of what Sony or Target or Walmart says. I base it off what I think. If I think a game is worth 70, I'll buy it. If it's not worth 70, oh well. I bought it anyway, and that's that. If the game is worth 60, if I bought it, it's not worth that, okay, well, I sell it or I get rid of it or I keep it. You know? It's based on your own opinion. It's not based on what other people think. It's based on what you think. If it's never worth the price of admission, then it's never worth the price of admission for you. You can still pick it up and just say, hey, it wasn't worth that. But everyone's sitting there and acting like there's some type of standard that every company has to go by, or every person has to go by, or everybody needs to think this way is moronic. And that's, like I said, that's Twitter. They think, oh, well, this person does this, so this person has to do this, and this person has to. It's like, no. Each company can do what they want, and you, as a consumer, has the choice to buy it or not. If it's too expensive, then go buy something else. If it's not good enough, then go get Game Pass or go do something else. If it's not good enough there, then go do it. You know, go do whatever you feel like, you know? But I'm running into these people in here that have this type of hive mind logic of what they feel needs to be imposed on everybody else. And it's like, I've been playing games for freaking decades. I'll buy whatever the hell I want to, when I want to, and whatever I feel it's worth. I don't care what Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony says when it comes to MSRP. I'll buy what I think it is. If I think it's worth the full value of 60, it's because I thought that. Not because they told me that it's $60 and that's the full price. It's because I thought that it was worth that price. Not because of them. That's how I feel. That's just my opinion on it. I buy what I feel like based on what I feel it's worth. I don't care what the standard prices that they put every single time. Well, that's none of my concern. All I care about is what I think it's worth at the time that I buy it, or that I decide to make a decision. So too many times people are sitting there trying to make it seem as if we gotta adhere to what they think, you know? No, you do what you want to do. Then they'll just do stupid things. They don't care about what people think. I don't know what you're talking about, Marcus Williams, but okay, sure. Yeah, they don't care what people think. They do stupid things. Dumb company. There. Shadow King says, people are saying Nocturne HD isn't worth 50 for me, but more than worth it. I'm start buying 2 copies along with the PC copy. Exactly. They're not wrong though. If it's not worth that, then it's not worth that. I bought Spider-Man and Days Gone at 20 because I was willing to pay for them. Yeah. No, I collect Spooky says, no, I collect all games. I have a complete PS1, 2, and 3 collection. NES. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. That collection's gonna be worth a lot of money one of these days. The real question is, price Cyberpunk worth? I don't know, dude. Whatever Cyberpunk's worth to you, it's worth that. Marcus Williams doesn't even know who runs Nintendo. I mean, I wouldn't spend too much time. Remember, Squid, Marcus is 13 years old. I wouldn't spend too much time going back and forth with him. So I mean, I'm not. I don't. He's just trying to join in on the conversation. He's a bit young. So I wouldn't spend too much. He doesn't even know who runs. He doesn't even know who runs the company. This is the person who runs the. He doesn't even know who runs it. But yeah, he's saying this and that. You know. So I wouldn't spend too much time going back and forth with him, man. Just let him think what he'll grow up. He'll grow up and he'll learn things one of these days. He's 13. You have to remember that. He's 13. Sean says, big companies set the trend going forward. Apple, so there's a standard to some degree. Sean, there's a standard to some degree, but you don't have to live by their standard. You don't. You don't have to live by what they think is the price for a game. If you don't think a game's worth the price, then that's fine. You don't have to. I'm not saying a standard that they set the rules by, so therefore everyone thinks that it's the same thing. I'm saying your own standard in terms of what you feel personally for value of said game or not. That's all I'm saying. And that there's nobody can ever take that away from you. If you don't ever think a game is worth $60, you have the option and choice to never buy a game that's worth $60. That's worth it. You know, or that is valued at $60, right? You have the choice. You don't have to agree with what they think on their standard. You can do whatever you want to. That's all I'm trying to say. You have the choice. If you don't ever think a game is worth 70, then don't buy the game. Go do something else with your time and effort and money and all that. If you don't think Nintendo games are worth the price of admission, then you have all the ability to go do something else with your time and effort. I don't think, personally, I don't think Porsches and I don't think, Lamborghinis are ever going to be worth my time. Never. No matter how much money I get, it's never going to be worth my time. Regardless. So that's just me. Doesn't mean it's not worth it for somebody else. That's the standard for some of those type of cars, right? Supercars. That doesn't mean I have to adhere to their standard. That's what they do. That's what those luxury car companies do. That doesn't mean I got to do that. That's too expensive for me. It's good. People that want to deal with it, go deal with it. But I'm not going to sit here and slander the whole freaking base of people, because obviously people buy Lambos, people buy Bugattis, people buy the Rolls Royces, people buy these cars, right? So the people who think it's worth that can go do that. They're not dumb and buy anything, because that's how people think about it, right? Like that's what people were saying to me. Oh, that's because Nintendo families, they just buy anything. They're stupid. They'll just buy whatever they take. It's like, no, they'll buy what they want to. Just like people who want to buy, Lambos and want to buy Bugattis and want to buy Rolls Royces, they can go buy that. That doesn't mean they're dumb and do whatever that's just what they want. So that's just how I feel. That's the standard for those prices of those cars and all that. But that's cool. Like I don't got to live by that standard. I'll go get what I want or what I can afford or whatever the case is, right? So that's all I'm trying to say. You don't got to live by whatever standard, and you don't have to play the game. It's a video game. It is not essential to life. You need food, you need water, you need shelter. Those are the things that you need. You do not need video games. So the price of a video game and whether you play a video game in your lifetime or not is not a needed experience. Okay? So that's kind of how I feel. It's not needed. You need food, water, and shelter. That's what you need. You need those three. You do not need video games. So if you don't ever want to play a game because it's not worth it, then that's on you. You don't have to do that, So that's my thought process on it. Hey, what's up, Truly Epic? Says from the Spawncast. What's good? What's good? People complain about what game Nintendo's worth 60. They've already played it. Newsflash, it's not only the demographic. Exactly, Void Buster. There's other people that haven't played it yet. They feel that it's worth something, then that's fine. Like I don't know. I'm not a fan of this new logic that people have, or not even new, but this weirdo logic that people have, man. And people buy whatever they want, dude. It's economics. And PS5 strategy, to tie it back on, that's there. If you don't like their strategy, feel free to dip. If you don't like what Sony's doing, you can complain about it, whatever the case is, but feel free to go do something else with your time and effort and money or whatever the case is. If you don't like the $70 games, exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to go somewhere else. If you don't like mobile games, don't play them. If you don't like microtransactions, don't buy them. This is not rocket science, guys. It's not rocket science. Games are worth different to a person. Some say Resident Evil 8 is too short and not worth it, but some find it enjoyable and think it's worth it. I don't know why people feel to force their ideas. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of people who feel that Resident Evil 8 has hella replay value, and it's worth it. And if it is, that's fine. Me personally, I don't find a first-person Resident Evil game worth any price more than maybe $15 to $20. The max that I'll pay for Resident Evil 8 is $20. Not that it's not worth it for other people, but for me, the max that I'll pay for Resident Evil 8 is 20 bucks. I don't like first-person Resident Evil. I've never liked first-person Resident Evil, and I'm not paying anything more than 20 bucks for that. So when it's $20 or lower, I will consider buying Resident Evil 8. But did you guys hear me say, oh, they're charging 60 bucks for Resident Evil? You morons, drones, you guys will buy anything Resident Evil, blah, blah, blah. It's only 8 hours long. Did you guys see me going crazy on people? It's like, no, let them go enjoy their game. If they feel that it's worth $60 from day one, then let them go play it. I don't think it is, but who gives a damn what I think on their own? I'm not them. I'm not Saren, damn Mass Effect controlling the Reapers. I'm not controlling people's brains. I'm not you. So I don't need to worry about what you think is worth it or not when it comes to the value of what you're playing and you're spending your time on. Who cares what I think when it comes to what you want to do? If it's worth it for you, you're not an idiot or a drone or a moron for playing a game that you wanted to play. People do this too much, you know? So yeah, man. I mean, that's just kind of how I feel. Wait, hold up. I need to play some other people's tracks. Hold up here. I played the Galar Gym. I did play that. Arc, did I play Arc Mall from Astral Chain? I'll play it again just in case. People can still buy PS5 first party games, use Demon Souls for 40 here in the UK. Well, that's one small island. No offense to the UK, but that's one island in the whole big wide world. And how many used copies of Demon Souls are you gonna find floating around? There's not a lot of them. So once again, because you have a bunch of people that have digital only systems, and you're not gonna have a lot of people sending in used copies of Demon Souls. So you're not gonna see a lot of that. So that's not widely available to everybody. So let's not talk as if it's. You say to be honest, it's not. That's not available everywhere. At my GameStop, there are no used copies of Demon Souls. So not everybody's gonna have access to that. That's just your one area in the UK. There's only 8 million PS5 sold, and remember, a good chunk of those are digital only, so they don't even have physical games. So how many copies of used copies of Demon Souls are floating around in the world right now? Definitely less than, I would say it's probably less than 1 million copies of Demon Souls. Like people who bought Demon Souls, maybe 1 million. I'd be surprised if they sold 1 million copies of Demon Souls. I don't think they did, but let's just say they sold 1 million. How many people traded in their copy? So let's just say they sold 1 million. The worldwide sales of Demon Souls is 1 million. How many copies are floating around used, my man? Think about math. There's not many. There's not a lot of used copies of Demon Souls. So you're speaking about it as if it's common. It's not. It's not. The system, barely anybody has the system worldwide when it comes to gamers. It's selling great, but barely anybody has a system. A chunk of those people don't have access to even physical games, so they can't get that discount that you're talking about. And on top of that, how many people actually traded in their game out of the however many bought it? You know, that's not a logical. It's not a logical type of thing to bring up right now. It's too small. The sample size is too tiny. Aliyun. Yo, Hunter N64, thank you for the raid of 9 people. Appreciate that, man. Welcome, Hunter N64 crew. Shout outs, man. Thank you for that. God hand, smoking roll thing. Just saying that people complain about the price. They have an option, but they don't have an option. Not everybody has that option, though. You're saying that people who complain about price, they have that option. You're talking about yourself in the UK. That option is not available for a lot of people in a lot of places. So if your option was more widely available, Ali, then I would agree with you. You know, I would say, okay, you've got a good point. But it's hard for me to say that you've got a good point when the sample size is so small and you're talking about just the UK, and in many places here, you cannot get that. So I see what you're saying, but it's just not an amazing point to make, you know, because it's not a very common thing. Think about it. How many used copies of Demon Souls do you really think are out there for people to buy? I highly doubt that there's that many. So while it is a point for some people, it's a very small amount of people, you know? Very small amount of people that's available for. That's all I'm trying to say, you know? So we're not trying to turn gaming into a political issue. I don't know if anyone's trying to turn it into a political issue. I don't know if that's political, is it? I don't have a PS5 either, but what I'm saying is 8 million PS5s were sold. I highly doubt that 8 million actual people will have one. These bots and scalpers buy more. And that, you know what? No, you're absolutely okay. That's a very good point too. No, that's also a very good point. I mean, bots and scalpers, obviously there's probably hundreds of thousands of systems that are just sitting there idly by waiting to be resold on eBay, right? So how many actual copies of Demon Souls are out there? Like when I went to Walmart to go buy Mass Effect, I saw one copy of Demon Souls on the PS5 at Walmart. One copy. I have retail sources and I asked them, how well is Demon Souls doing? I asked them that, how well is Demon Souls doing? They say, we don't really sell many PS5 games. I say, why? They say, Sony doesn't ship many PS5 games. I asked them, what was your initial shipment at one of my super Walmarts? This is one of the biggest gaming areas in the Central California, right? We get all of our GameStops are still open and operational. You know, we still have a mom and pop gaming store. Best Buy, our gaming section in Best Buy is still open. So a lot of people play video games here. So we get a lot of shipments of stuff. So like we never have to worry about not having a game at launch, right? Like I've always been able to go get a game if I don't pre-order, you know, where I live. So I asked him, my source, I said, well, how many did you guys get? He told me that they got 7 copies of Demon Souls at launch. 7 physical copies of Demon Souls. Sony's restricting the copies that they're sending out there. There's definitely not a lot of used copies of Demon Souls out there. Maybe UK you can get it, but yeah, there's definitely it's tough everywhere else. Like I said, my GameStop doesn't have any used copies. You know, I think there is one GameStop that has maybe like a copy or 2, but we've got like 5 or 6 GameStops just in my city. There's like 5 or 6 of them. No, hold up. 1, 2, 3. There's 4 that I know about, but there's probably a couple more. But there's 4 GameStops that I know about. And there's one right by my house. I have a source there. So I mean, it's just how it is, man. It says I've never seen Demon Souls used, always new. Exactly, there we go. Exactly, because there's just not a lot of copies of the physical copies. You know why? And so this is Sony's part of Sony's strategy. It's their plan. Their plan is for there not to be a lot of used copies. That's the whole point. The whole point is that so they can continue to keep a stranglehold on the price flow, on the price and value of the game. When you make a lot of copies of a game, what happens? What happens when you make a lot of copies of a game? The price can go down because the retailers can set the price. If it's not selling after all, they can put a discount and just get back whatever they want to get back on it. You know? So that's Sony's plan. Sony's plan is to restrict used copies. Is to not have a lot of used copies floating around to keep the value of their games because they're not going to drop the price on PSN. This was, like I said, this was set up. I saw this 2 years ago. My video came out last year, and now we're actually seeing the plan in action. You barely see, whereas before, you all used to, you know how many copies of Infamous Second Son I saw? Like a couple months after it launched? You know how many used copies of Killzone Shadowfall? Dude, I saw legit 15 copies of Killzone Shadowfall 3 months after it came out on the PS4. 15 copies of that game, you know? Used. I saw hella copies of Knack. I saw hella copies of The Last of Us Remastered. I saw all sorts of used copies for Sony's games months after it came out. You are not going to see that. I have barely seen a used copy of Little Big Planet. I've not really seen a used copy. They have one, I'm pretty sure, but there's barely any copies of those. And it's in the same time frame in terms of Sony PS4 sales, so it's not like, oh, well, it was out longer. No, we're talking about the same shortages and problems that PS4 was having. People couldn't find PS4s for the longest time too, you know? I'm excited for the tourney tomorrow. How's it going? Hey, Hunter, it's going good. I'm excited too. So yeah. So Returnal sold out here because they had low stock and they restocked. But exactly, that's what they want to do, Mr. PO. What they want to do is they want to say, okay, we're gonna make low stock. It sells well. We'll send you just enough. We'll send you just enough. We're not gonna, because like the problem is that Sony overshipped, right? How many times, Mr. PO, would you go to your local store? Would you go to wherever and you see 10,000 copies of a game, and then you return later? It's not the new it's the same copies or whatever. They sell whatever they sell, but there's hella copies left over. That's wasted money for Sony. That's a waste, because you know what's going to happen? They're just going to discount the game. Everybody who wants to buy the game day one buys the game, and then after that month or whatever the case is, the sales drop off of the face of the earth, and the retailers are like, okay, we got a bunch of copies just laying around here. We need to discount these. And then they discount them. Then Sony's like, okay, the retailers are selling God of War for $40. Now we need to do something, otherwise they're just gonna continue getting that money and devaluing the game, and then whereas we can get more money on PSN, so now we have to match the price. So let's do PSN sale. So Sony was always stressed to do PSN sale, PSN sale, PSN sale over and over and over, because retailers would be dropping the price of their games left and right. Without retailers getting digital codes, without retailers having access to as many copies after the, in terms of what they ship out, Sony can now control the price of the games by low shipments and by making sure that they just don't have excess copies. That's just what they're doing. I mean, and like I said, if that's their strategy, it's gonna work for them. Now, Nintendo does it a little bit differently. They don't necessarily send as few shipments out. Sometimes they do, but most of the time they don't. They just leave it. And eventually, because they know that their games are going to sell for a long time, eventually people will just pick it up over time. So Nintendo does have the luxury of being able to ship out good amounts for their biggest games, right? They'll ship out good amounts of Pokemon Snap or whatever. And even if it doesn't sell right away, they'll just leave them there. And eventually those games will sell, because Nintendo's games usually have a longer shelf life. But Sony's trying to get that. Or they're just trying to get, or more preferably, they're just trying to get you to buy the game on PSN. Sony, dead ass. This is just my thought process based on what I've seen. They want you to go to the store sometimes, not see the game that you want, then say, you know what? Let me just go buy it on PSN. That's exactly what they want. And look, Nintendo wants you to buy digital games too. I think Nintendo's trying to figure out ways to do it, but they know that their fans obviously like physical a bit more, and every single Switch system is equipped to play physical games, unlike Microsoft and Sony's newest systems. So, I mean, that's what Sony's goal is sometimes too. If you don't see the game that you want, they're just like, okay, well, I'll just go home and buy it on PSN, right? They want that because they make way more money for you buying the game on PSN. There's a way bigger cut of digital. Digital sales make you more money than physical sales. You guys know that, right? When somebody buys a game digital, they get more money than buying the game physical. Sony gets more money. So if it's up to Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft, if they can say, hey man, physical is eradicated from the face of the earth and everybody has no problem with digital and everybody buys their game digital, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo would rejoice and jump for joy. Not even just them, every single developer, publisher would jump for joy if physical was eradicated and everybody said, screw physical, we all want digital. Every single person in the video game industry, when it comes to the developers and publishers, would be so happy. That would make their day, because it would like triple their sales overnight, you know? So, Coloco with the $5. It says, if everyone had the Nintendo pricing strategy, the industry would be better off all around, and you could play pocket card jockey funky monkey style. Pocket card jockey funky monkey style. I don't know if we'd be better off. That's just Nintendo's strategy. Nintendo's strategy doesn't work for everybody. So like, Nintendo's strategy doesn't work for Microsoft. Microsoft might not be able, their fans might not want that strategy. And I don't think that strategy would work for Microsoft, because Microsoft doesn't have the type of games that Sony and Nintendo have. I think that that strategy might work for Sony. Yeah, I think it might work. I think it will. I think that people now see Ratchet and Clank as a super high quality game, whereas before people would sometimes wait on that game. But now I look at that and I'm like, okay, well, Ratchet and Clank looks really good. Okay, it's worth $70. I've never bought a Ratchet and Clank game at full price. But Sony's strategy of saying, hey, this is a super high quality game that's going to get you super high quality gameplay, they've convinced me to say, okay, that's worth 70. You know, so I think it'll work, but can Microsoft convince me that their games are worth 70 or worth that, like in terms of what Nintendo and Sony do? I don't know if Microsoft could do that for me, because they've already introduced Game Pass. They've already introduced all these different type of things that circumvent that type of style, that type of that type of thing. So we'll see, but I'm not sure. I don't know if this strategy works for everybody. I just know that it works for Nintendo, and Sony's trying it out here, you know, with a few twists here and there, you know, with a few twists here and there. Thank you for the $5 though. And I'm going to get some more of your comments going. Okay, guys. Also, if you guys have random questions, we're going to talk about, if you guys are hyped for E3, let me know your thoughts about E3. Also, random Q&A. If you have questions, I've got answers for you. So yeah. So let me know. All the time, I think they will make copies of how much they need. Exactly. It's going to be on what they need. It's not going to be over shipping, and that's smart, man. That's smart. Shipping's not cheap either, too. People think shipping's cheap. It's not. Shipping's not cheap. All right, let's see here. Next up is Pocket Card Jockey. Pocket Card Jockey Funky Monkey style. I don't what is this Pocket Card Junkie Funky Monkey style. All right, here we go. Let me scroll back up and get more of your comments. I bet somebody Rapid Gamers. Okay, got you. How niche is Demon Souls? I thought there was a ton of used copies. No, there isn't. Some dude. There isn't. Some dude says it's cheap but effective trick. Cut physical supply and you'll have no choice but to go to the PS store and be stuck with waiting weeks or months for your physical copy. Exactly. Most gamers probably won't want to wait, you know, for restocks that come like every week or 2 weeks, so they'll just go buy it on PSN. You know, which guys, as soon as Sony announced the system that was $100 cheaper, but it was the same. It's the same system, just no physical. You should have known. That was the indicator right then and there when they released the system $100 cheaper, but no disk drive. But it's the same system. It's this. There's no power difference. You know, that's a huge. I wouldn't even say red flag. That's a huge indicator of what they want right there. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? They let their plans be known right then and there, and people were like, oh, well, I get $100 off. I'm like, no, but this is what they're trying to do. No, well, you don't know. I'm like, okay. And I've got people I've seen people on Twitter complain about prices, and they bought an all-digital system. It's like, shut up. You shut up. Do not complain a damn second about Sony's prices when you bought a digital system only. You saw what they were doing with retail cards. It was shown what they did. And now you want to complain about about the prices? Shut your butt up and pay the price that you pay on PSN. You're the one who limited yourself to PSN only. And now you're complaining about prices? Shut up. No, you have no right to complain. If you buy a digital only system, you have no right to complain about prices because you did it to yourself. You did it. You have zero right to complain about prices. Now I'm seeing people who buy digital only complain. What? Did you not go to economics class? Did you not know that competition within the market, if there's multiple people that have a copy of something, therefore it creates competition? These people are morons. Not that if you bought a digital system, you're a moron, but if you're complaining about the prices and how you're not getting good prices in competition when you restricted yourself to one area to only buy games. You failed economics. You failed economics. You failed economics. That's on you. That's on nobody else but you. But I am seeing digital only people complain that they're not getting what they want. You did it to yourself. What? All right. Hey, what's up, Dane? Oh yeah, I feel it's the other way around. Sony pricing really some backlash. Many were bashing Nintendo. The price of the All-Stars like Albert scored. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't want to wipe digital out of the existence because indie developers still need digital, and like digital's like some people still like digital. They think digital it's like I said. I'm not talking about people who just like digital. If you like digital and you pay your prices for digital or whatever the case is, that song was actually kind of lit. Then that's fine. There's no problem with that. It's just the people that bought digital only and now are complaining despite all of these things being laid out before the system came out. This was all laid out before the system came out. Like if you don't understand the economics of gaming or of really just consumer goods, consumer products, that's on you. If only one place can sell strawberries, what do you think is going to do to the price of the strawberries? Let me ask you guys that question. People don't want to like if only one place sells bananas, there's 5 stores in your town, and only one store in your whole town sells bananas. What do you think is going to happen to the price of bananas? Do you think that you're ever going to get any competitive prices on bananas? Do you think that you're actually going to get any sales on bananas? Or are they going to keep the bananas whatever price that they see fit? It's the same thing. Trail series, it's good. Max, the trail series is good. So yeah, people are sometimes negative. Oh, okay, Marcus. Yeah, you didn't know like that was in the US? Yeah, it's like that in the US. Nintendo fans are just accustomed to high price games. Sony peeps are new to it. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I want to shake your hand. I want to shake your
Some
hand.
dude donated $1 and says, with how successful PS5 is, specifically all the digital version, makes me wonder down the line Sony will try to quietly discontinue the disc version. Of the PS5 and try only to sell the digital version. It costs less to make and brings in more money. I think that if they see, here's what it'd have to be. If they see margins, this is what I'll go with that. If Sony sees ever an 85 split, so 85-15 split, physical to digital, they will ditch physical. They will ditch it almost completely. If it's I would say 80% or higher, but it needs to get to 80. I think right now the split is around maybe 60-40, digital, physical. It's like either or. So if the split ever gets up to the point where it's in the 80 percentile range, I think they will say there's too little consumers buying physical. We're done with it. Yeah, like we'll make iterations. Like the next iteration, like the PS5 Slim will be digital only, you know, going forward, or like the PS5 Pro or whatever the case is, right? So they need to see the margins. It's all about the money at the end of it. It's all about the economics of it. Who's buying it where? How many people buying physical? How many people buying digital? If there's a lot of people still buying physical, if it's anywhere close, they'll chill on it. If it's a lot of people still, if it's way more people buying digital and physical sales have tanked, they're gonna go with the digital route. Flair, the legendary Lost Otaku, thank you for the $2. So can you play Spider-Man Maximum Carnage Mob Rules? Yes, I can. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Flair. Wait, hold up. Thank you for the support, man. Right, here we go. How's the core drink? We sell them at my giant food store. It's good. It's good. What about streamed games like Stadia? That's essentially digital. It's even worse. That's why I buy physical. I have nothing against digital. We need both. Yeah. Let's see here. Physical shouldn't die, but there's nothing wrong with buying a digital console. It just won't be me. I'm not a fan of even the process of it being a digital console even being out there. I'm not a fan of it. But yeah. Not a huge fan myself, but it is what it is, you know? Let me read up some comments here that you guys tagged me. I feel like digital works in certain scenarios, like with limited run games. People don't always have to have the money to buy their games right when they are up for pre-orders and miss out. I think maybe limited run games, they're good at like the indie games and stuff like that, the smaller games. So it's good for that. Of course, yeah, you would have Fortnite. OJ's favorite game, yeah, Fortnite. If there's a 5 terabyte storage instead of 1 to 2, but good lord. Fortnite stream? That wasn't a Fortnite stream that I did with Misclick. That was the Nintendo Pentathlon. So that was like a competition that I won, by the way. I used to work at the airport. Whenever I see people discounted fares complain that they're not getting the same service or full ticket fares, they go full Karen mode. Yeah, that happens a lot. The biggest issue with PSN versus other digital storefronts is like Steam. The fact that Steam prices are actually competitive. You constantly see new recent games on sale over there and versus PSN. Yeah, it's a little bit different in terms of things because, you know, obviously like you're working with all different, you know, people. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Like Steam's a little bit different in terms of just how the ecosystem works and like the royalty fees and certain stuff like that. Things are just set up differently. But yeah, that affect price. But yeah, I feel you on that Will I play Biomutant? Only if you buy it for me. G Rocky. Some people like different things. Thanks for telling me. Thank you. I appreciate that, Marcus. Thank you. I did not know. Some people just like different things, but I appreciate your wise words of wisdom. I do. Thank you. Now that I know that some people just like different things. Now I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let's put some Sunshine Coastline. All right. I mean, personally, I believe that digital should be digital-only games, and physical games should say physical. I mean, stay physical. Topic for E3, I'd like to see Sega announce a Persona 4 Gold and Persona 3 for the Switch or other modern consoles. Yeah. I think it might take a little bit more time, but yeah, that'd be great. Stadia. Okay. That's Cap. These people must like the same things as me. Yeah, it's Super Cap. Yeah, Nintendo wants digital. Nintendo wants digital only too. They're just not. They just know that their fans aren't going to be. They see too many people buying physical games, despite Nintendo offering not every single incentive, but despite Nintendo offering hella incentive to buy digital. Like each time that you buy a digital game, you get gold coins, right? Those gold coins, those add up to money, and like you can actually save on games if you just keep buying digital. You can actually get a lot of discounts on your games on the eShop, right? But even though Nintendo does that, people still buy the games physical, even though they know that they're going to get more out of buying it digital. So Nintendo has no choice but to continue going with physical and supporting physical to the, like a lot, because they know that some people just won't buy their game. Like if it's that's the funny thing is, if it's not available physical, a lot of Nintendo fans just won't buy it. So that's the thing. Can you play Parappa the Rapper live MC King Kong? Yeah, I can. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $2. Get those My Nintendo Rewards physical games still, right? That's true, you can. Yeah, I think you get more if you do but they offer more if you buy digital only though. I know that if you buy digital only, they offer more than a physical copy. Sean Grooms, I charge $5 if you want to ask me if I'm going to be on the Spawncast. $5. So if you want to donate $5, I'll answer your question. I'm not gonna play. This sounds like this is gonna be copyrighted. So give me a different song, Legendary Flair the Legendary Lost Otaku. Give me that song might be copyrighted. Let's see, 300 for digital, 60 for physical. It's not even close. Exactly. I knew they give you more for digital. So Nintendo's like saying, hey, buy digital, buy digital, buy digital, and people still buy physical, even though you get way less, you know? Yeah, but it's way less though, guys. For those that are saying, I get point, you get more if you buy digital. And sometimes they even give you double or bonus. So yeah, $3 versus 60 cents. Which is better to get exactly? The point. That's not the point. The point isn't 60 cents is still something. That's not the point. That's not the point. Stop making up your own narrative. The point of this is that they're giving way more incentive to buy digital by giving you literally like triple the points plus. Like I said, $3 compared to 60 cents. It's not it's still something. That's not the point. The point is that it's way more incentive to go digital, yet people still buy physical copies of the game more than the digital copies of the game, even though there's way bigger incentive to buy digital in terms of like the rewards that you get. You know, that's my point. Not that it's still something. I didn't say that you don't get anything. You get nothing at all. Like, you get zero. There's no benefit at all. I didn't say that, guys. So, I'm not even going to lie. Those gold coins are how I pay for Nintendo Online DLC. Physical, but it's nice incentive regardless. That's true. That's true. I don't understand. Why would an E3 not be about games, Envy? Every E3 that Nintendo's had has always been about games. So I don't think you need to hope for that. I think you just need to. It's going to be about games. What is it? you really hope this year is about games. It's going to be about games. Why wouldn't it be? The 2D Metroid rumor is true. Unjammer Lammy, I am master, and you. Okay, I got you. I can play that. Shout outs, thank you for the support. Hey, what's up, Marcus Lacey? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Lammy, I got the Lammy version. Dino literally about to play First Approach. Why wouldn't their E3 be about games? Yeah, exactly. What Kirby? You missed what we were talking about. We basically talked about a Kirby game that they're working on the next Kirby game for the Switch or for whatever. You already missed it though, Envy. I do like that they still give you gold coins for physical, but I'm not gonna lie, getting $3 for a purchase helps out a ton down the road. I'm sitting at 35 free. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's say, I mean, if you buy a lot of games, it really does help out. Like, you know, you buy 10 games, well, $30 right there, man. That can go towards like another game. That could have got you like a new, like the new Game Builder Garage game, or that could get you DLC. That could have got you the Torna, like all the DLC for Xenoblade, or you know, that can get you. That's actually something that can get you some indie. That can get you indie games. You know, that can get you all sorts of stuff. So it adds up. That's the one Xenoblade Chronicles X song where I don't mind the vocals. Everything else should have been non-vocals. I like the vocals in Xeno X, man. To be honest, I love the Xeno X soundtrack. I really do. I like it. I know a lot of people. Some people don't like it, but I like it. All right, let's see here. What's your thoughts on Starfield being Xbox and PC exclusive, according to Jeff Grubb? Who owns Bethesda? Can anybody here tell me who owns Bethesda? Nintendo needs to put their first-party games on sale more often. Why, J Gamer?
I want to shake your hand.
If people are buying their games regardless, why should they why should they? Give me a good reason from a business perspective. Why should they? People buy their games regardless. How about this? You buy the games when you feel it's worth the price of whatever you want to buy. How about that? If you don't think it's worth the price, and then you don't catch their sales when they do put them on sale, oh well. Move on. Play something else. How about that? Some dude with the dollar and says, y'all need to keep in mind that after a game hits 1 year mark, you can't redeem the gold coins if it's physical, but you can still get the coins if it's digital. There's a huge chance it can't redeem the gold coins if the game is used copy. Yep. There's also that. Xbox owns them. Oh, okay, so Xbox owns Bethesda. So if Xbox and Bethesda make a game exclusive, what is the problem? Last time I checked, you guys told me here that Xbox owns Bethesda. So since Xbox owns Bethesda and Starfield is a Bethesda game, that means Microsoft controls where the game goes. So since Microsoft controls where Starfield goes, then I don't have any. It's a first-party Microsoft game. So what's the problem here? I don't get it. People are freaking out online saying, "Oh, what's Starfield?" Go play Returnal. Go play Ratchet and Clank. Go play Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West. Go play something else, or go buy an Xbox and play the game on there. If it's an exclusive. End of story. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. End of story. That's it. I don't care. When Starfield comes out, and if I think it looks cool, I'll play it. That's it. Hey man, just ask what you thought. I ain't impressed. I was just curious. No. I wasn't, Bryson. That wasn't a response to you. I know you're not. That was a response to people getting crazy online. That was for entertainment value of my stream. You didn't do anything wrong. You just asked me my thoughts. I know you're not pressed about it or you're not worried or upset about it. I know that. I wasn't talking about you. I'm talking about the people that were going crazy online that I saw. I'm like, what are people going online getting all psycho about this? You know? So no, I know you're good, Bryson. You didn't do anything wrong. I know you didn't. No. I was talking about the other people online that are going. I saw it online. I'm like, what is this nonsense that I'm seeing? Xbox owns Bethesda. PS fans, no, why are you making exclusives? PlayStation makes third-party game exclusive to PS fans. Be like, exclusive games are healthy for competition for the industry. I have seen that reverse, that hypocrisy from some, not a lot, from some people. I have seen that from some content, even content creators have said that. You know. Marty says, I'm not buying a game. Could also convince developers to fix their games, which in turn makes the games better, like how they removed the car from Mario Party because nobody bought Mario Party 10. Well, I don't know. I mean, they always go with a different theme with Mario Parties for the most part, but I think Mario Party 10 actually did sell decently. That's the interesting thing. I think that sold over 1 million copies on the Wii U. So it actually did sell decently, but I just think that, you know, maybe they just didn't feel like the car was worth whatever, you know. Cause I'm broke. I'm broke, brother. LOL. I'm just tight. The genius on their end. If I was in their position, well, there was a recent sale. I'm not sure if you saw it, but you could get some of their games for $39.99. Like Fire Emblem, I think Mario Odyssey, stuff like that. You can get them for cheaper. So you got to take advantage of the sales when they're there. It's not like they never go on sale. Don't care about Bethesda, but I will miss Doom games on PlayStation. Feel free to buy an Xbox or get a PC. It depends on what people think. All right, Marcus. Thank you for the wise words. Listing all the Sony games, but one that matters: Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive looks cool. A lot of people bought Mario Party 10. Yeah, it sold over 1 million. Mario Party 10, I think, sold like 1.3. I mean, for the Wii U only sold 12 million systems. You know, so that Mario Party 10 actually sold decently for the install base, right? Remember, Mario Party's never sold crazy amounts until Mario like, I think like Mario Party, Super Mario Party is like the only Mario Party that sold like crazy amounts. All the other Mario Parties have been good, you know, but not like super crazy like Super Mario Party. So Mario Party 10 selling 1 point something million, that was actually fairly decent. It's crazy how one-sided it is. Sony bought Square Enix. Nobody would be talking about the Xbox versions of their games. Yeah. Xbox 720 or 750. Look it up. Well, in fact, Microsoft has to pay Sony to get this made on the Xbox. Yeah, because it's Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray license. Sony owns Blu-ray. Yeah, we know about that. Boom, perfect solution to get PC or Xbox, or get PC or buy an Xbox. Boom, problem solved. Hell, the Xbox One X and the Series bundle from GameStop or something. Yeah. It's the first Mario Party to sell over 10 million. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. That is the wrong song that I have up there. There we go. Yo, Mr. Lacey with the ring. Let's go, Mr. Lacey with the $50. Big donation coming in from Mr. Lacey. And he says, I've been absent for a bit, but I'm glad to see the channel doing great. Keep it up, bro. Yo, thank you so much, Mr. Lacey. Shout outs. My man, if you want some tracks, let me know. You get 4 different video game music selection tracks, my man. You get 4 different ones. So if you want some, let me know, my man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 50, man. Appreciate that. Remember, guys, we have our tournament tomorrow for Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Elite Ninja, you are welcome. We do still have some slots available. So if you're not an Elite Ninja, make sure you become an Elite Ninja, guys. We got a membership program. $1. See those badges by people's names? See, look at Dawson. Look at Dawson. Look at Spooky. You guys see those headbands and those Renangons, those Sharingans in the chat? That's because they're Elite Ninja members. Like I said, it's $1. Gets you into our Discord and also gets you emotes, badge access, all of that. And like I said, we do have a prize tournament tomorrow. We've got a couple slots left. So if you're on the winning team, you will get a payout for that. You will get a payout for it. So eShop cards or whatever whatever we're doing. So shout outs. Thank you, Mr. Lacey, for the 50. And let's get some new Elite Ninja going. Like I said, I think we got 2 spots available for the tournament tomorrow. 2 slots available. Thank you for the 50 though, Mr. Lacey. I appreciate that. That does make you the top streamer in the stream, Okage. Where do I go to sign up? You go on the Discord to sign up, TH3. The Discord to sign up. How many hours left until the Spawncast? I'm going to need $5 for any Spawncast question. $5 for any Spawncast question. If you ask me when the Spawncast is, if you ask me if I'm going to be on the Spawncast, I'm going to need $5 for any Spawncast question. You can donate through Super Chat or you can donate through Streamlabs, either one. Exclamation mark donate, put in your question there, and I will answer the question. But I will answer no questions on the Spawncast, you know, on that type of stuff, because that stuff is out there for everyone to see. But if you're too lazy, you're going to have to donate. Or if you become an Elite Ninja, I will answer Spawncast questions for any Elite Ninja, new Elite Ninja. So there you go. How are you liking Rise, though, homie? Rise? Monster Hunter Rise? Monster Hunter Rise? Are you talking about that? It's good. Watch my videos on it. I like it. I have multiple Let's Plays and reviews on the game, on the channel. So yeah, check it out. It's good. Take off your shirt in your bedroom? I ain't trying to know about you taking off your shirt in your bedroom. That ain't my business. Let's see. Wait, it doesn't cost money to ask if RGT is going to be there. His stories are always the best. How many days does RGT stream? I don't recall RGT streaming every single day. And people asking him that question every single day. I don't recall that. I don't recall that being a thing. Sorry. So yeah, did you look that up? Second best Mario Party was actually that sold just over 9 million, and the fact that I mean Mario Party DS, that's on Nintendo's best-selling system of all time. Super Mario Party already outsold it, easy. That's pretty crazy. YZ250 Moto says, yesterday, I guess the music rights can only last 120 years after the creation. Oh, can you play a song from Stage 1 Mega Man X4? Yeah, I can get that for you. 120 years, huh? I mean, most of us will live to see past that, right? Oh, man. X4. Shout outs. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. So yeah, if RGT streamed every single day and got asked 5 million times, yo, you gonna be on the Spawncast, this and that, I'm pretty sure he'd start ignoring people or just like not answer anymore. I get asked those questions so much we have to make it into a business. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm sorry. Thank you for the 5 though, man. I appreciate that, YZ250 Moto. 120 years, man. That's crazy. All right, keep the questions coming, guys. I'm going to stream for like another 15 minutes or so before I go to sleep. No, I'm joking. Before I have to be somewhere. A prior engagement that I might or might not be at. A prior thing that I might or might not be at. I just wanted to throw this out there. Samus Aran is one of the greatest female video game characters, role models to show that women can be just as strong and independent as men. Okay, Void Buster, sure, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Do you believe the rumors that Sonic 3 and Knuckles being in new Sonic collection? Yeah, I wouldn't ever doubt a Sonic collection from Sega, a collection of old school games from Sega. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably gonna come. I haven't heard anything, but I think it's probably gonna come. This song is lit though. If you made a shirt that said OJ will be on the Spawncast, yes or no, people will buy it. That might be something that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to talk to Evan about that. Maybe we can get a shirt like that going. Maybe we're gonna have to get a shirt going like that. Hey, what's up, SG? Void Buster, nobody's embarrassing you, man. Chill, relax. No, relax. Nobody's. Some of you guys get too strung out during these streams. If I kind of go in a little bit, it's only for entertainment purposes, not because I dislike you guys. All right. Y'all need to realize this. Y'all want me. Some of you guys want me to be a boring streamer. Y'all want me to be a boring streamer and 100% like like you guys want me to be everything by the book and robotic, because I can do that for you guys. If you guys want me to be robot and speak all normal and everything and not add a little bit of pizzazz to everything, I can do that. I could do it. I can only embarrass myself. Yo, what's up, John? Shout out to my man, John Riggs. See, he gets the streams. He gets the streams. He gets it. Nobody wants a cookie cutter host. Exactly. I can beat OJ in a race. That's not true. And I'm not here to embarrass no one, but what I did on that post have to do with anything. Did you look up those sales, TH3? Mech Essence, let's go. Tell RGT the Knicks stink. I've told RGT that the Knicks suck. He doesn't like that I say that. So me and him, we have beef now. We have complete beef now because he doesn't like the fact that I say that. No, I'm joking. That's not true. We don't have beef. We don't have beef at all. We don't have any beef. No beef. If you guys haven't seen my most recent video, make sure you guys watch my most recent video too. Shout outs to all the new peeps though. Yo, Clue for Press with that Joe. Shout out to my man. The best-selling Mario Party games. All right, give me that link. Oh, actually, that link's not gonna work. That link's not gonna work. Was it? No, I just want to know if I'm right about what I said about Mario Party on the Wii U. I just want to know about that. Am I right about that game? Oh, no, it does link. It does work. Oh, yeah, I was actually more than right. The Wii U game sold 2.26 million. So I was super, super, super right. I was actually, I said 1 point something million. And it sold, yeah, so it sold decently for the Wii U's install base. It did. Clue for Press, thank you for the $10. And he says, are you going to be on the Spawncast? Oh, never mind, don't answer. Well, you gave the 10, so I mean technically I could answer, you know? Technically I could, but you said don't answer. You said don't answer. Let's see, OJ hates us but also answers and listens to all those questions. I've had somebody actually say that. OJ hates his viewers, but he talks to them so much. I'm like, I saw somebody on Twitter like it was like not like a hate thread. Oh, no, it wasn't Twitter, it was on YouTube. Somebody who made a video that was negative against me, and he was like, somebody in the comment section was like, oh, OJ hates, he blasts his viewers, he hates his viewers, but he's always streaming and talking to them though. And I'm like, what? Like, how do I hate my viewers, but I'm always streaming and talking to them? Like, that doesn't even make sense, you know? That doesn't even make sense. If I really hated you guys, you know what I would do, honestly? If I like truly hated you guys, I would just go do a normal day job and just make edited videos. That's what I would do. Like, I would just go to my little wellness coaching job. By the way, guys, like they're offering a pretty good amount, and I'm just like, no, I'm good. I'd rather talk to my viewers. I'd rather talk to my viewers and stream. You know, like if I really hated you guys, I'd just be like, screw it. Let me just go do this. Let me go sit down and I sit down and go talk to teenagers about, hey, stop being a moron. You know, how can I help you? It's a super easy job, and they want me to go full time, and I'm like, nah, I'd rather edit content and do this. You know what I'm saying? And like, it would be about the same. You know? And I'm like, nah, this is more fun to me. Like, this is more fun. Although talking to at-risk youth is fun too, because like, you know, help people change their life. Like, I feel that it's like a good thing. But it's like, anybody that would say that I do this, you know, that I hate my viewers, that's ridiculous. Nobody streams as much as I do and hates their viewers. That's impossible. That's impossible. You know, I do dislike TH3 quite a bit, but that's different. That's just him. It's just one person. It's not all my viewers. It's plural. It's plural. You know? No, I'm joking. I don't dislike TH3. I'm joking. But no, it's impossible for me for someone like me to stream as much as I do and to hate my viewers. It's impossible. It's impossible. Thank you for the new subscriptions, though. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $10, though, man. They used to be hating stuff and supporting it. They think everyone does it at the same time. Yeah, exactly. They're used to hating something and yet still supporting it. You know? They're used to like, oh, I hate this. I hate this. I'm going to complain about this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, but I'm still going to support it. Like, that's how people think. I swear that's how some people think, like, operate on the daily. Like, I don't hate things and then still do it. Like, if I don't like something, I don't care what the benefit or not benefit or whatever the case, I'm not doing it. Like, that's just how I am. That's how I was raised. I was not raised to do stuff that I don't like. Like, that's just not going to happen, you know? I'd rather lose my house and go live back with my mom to do something that I don't like. Like, you know, if I don't like something, I ain't doing it, you know, for the most part. Unless I absolutely 1,000% have to do it. Which, no, I don't have to 1,000% stream and all that stuff. Like, I actually don't, you know? I've got 2 degrees. Well, 3 degrees, actually. I've got 3 degrees. I've got plenty of experience in marketing and business. And I can go find a job and I can go do something else, you know? Like, I don't have to do anything. I enjoy doing this. You guys are awesome. You guys help me out tremendously. You know what I'm saying? When I did need it and all that. And this is something that I love to do. I honestly love to talk about video games and chill and hang out with you guys. So I'm going to do it, you know? I'm just lucky that I have a base that actually supports, you know, because there's some people that don't. So I'm grateful for you guys. And I want to make it up. And I want to make sure that I stream and have fun and talk to you guys and get your opinions and all that. And say this and that. And sometimes I kind of get animated about things. But I swear it's not about hate at all. I swear it's nothing to do with hating anybody. It's just talking about games. Jose turning into DSP? How? That's what I want. I watch DSP a lot. How am I turning into DSP? Oh, hating his viewers? You know what? The funny thing about DSP, bro, like, here's the thing about DSP. Does he hate his viewers? I don't think he does, but I think that there's definitely some, like, resentment at times. Because, like, his stream, like, trolls him, like, 24/7. Like, his stream legitimately, his actual viewers troll him. Like, troll him. So it's like, does he actually hate his viewers? He might, but his viewers are freaking morons. So, I mean, like, I might hate them, too. Like, his viewers are absolute morons at times. So, like, a lot of them are morons, you know? So, not everybody, but there's a high moron percentage of his viewers. Legendary, thank you for the 2. And he says, can you play Fire Emblem 4 Chapter 7? Yes. Thank you for the 2. Fire Emblem 4 Chapter 17. Shout outs to Fire Emblem 4. Genealogy of the Holy War. Thanks for the follows. Los Prada. Magma Toad, Lyton Todd, James Van. Thank you guys for the subscriptions too. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Get that money for that answer. Hey, I appreciate it, man. To be honest, the only viewer you hate is Xbox Killer. I don't hate Xbox Killer. I actually don't hate Xbox Killer at all. The only problem that I have with Xbox Killer is that his mom is severely lagging behind some of the other moms that have came through. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mom is just simply not up to what I thought that she would be. That's the only problem that I have with Xbox Killer. Outside of that, I have no issue with Xbox Killer whatsoever. My only problem was that his mom was a little bit of a problem. You know what I'm saying? She's a little bit of a problem. You know, and she kept on asking me questions like how to deal with like this kid. And I'm like, why are you asking me? I'm not his dad. You know, she was getting a little bit too clingy. She had some problems. She wasn't being exactly what I expected from her. So that's really the only issue that I have with him. Outside of that, he's just a stupid kid that, you know, that's just being a stupid kid that has nothing better to do. You know, one of these days, maybe he'll grow up, you know, unfortunately, we have no idea where his dad is. We have no idea where his actual dad is. And from what I've heard from his mom, his dad isn't necessarily the sharpest tool in the tool shed. So therefore, the genetics being passed down, he got the short end of the straw or short end of the stick, you know? So just, it is what it is there. What's up, Zay Zay? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. This music is really low. I'm gonna have to replay it. Yo, Big A, greetings from Belgium. Shout outs to Belgium. Welcome to the stream. Remake, yes sir, that'd be great. Hey, what's up, K-Mac the Great? What is up? So that's the only problem, guys. That's the only problem. You know? Creosin Bomb with the $10. Yo! Ah! JoJo Boys, he says, just supporting the stream while working. Working OT. Hey, Creosin Bomb, thank you for supporting the stream. The support means the world to me, man. Like I said, you guys are awesome. Support honestly means the world to me. Shout outs to everybody watching. Hit that like button. We're about to wrap up the stream pretty soon here, but thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Do you think it's too early for Indiana Jones game? Yeah, it might be a little bit too early for that. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome from London. What's up, dude? Found you from the Spawncast. Like what you do, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, Jamal, make sure you subscribe. And shout outs to my brothers over there across the pond in London. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Yo, Flair, thank you for the $1 donation. I appreciate that. I'm guessing you want another track? Short end of the chromosome. Yeah. It happens. It happens. It happens. I was looking at this, guys. If you guys want to know what I was looking at real quick, it's the Basketball Hall of Fame, and I saw Kobe Bryant's wife was presenting for him for the Hall of Fame speech, the legendary basketball player that passed away in that helicopter accident with his daughter Gigi. And I saw that somebody put up a picture of Kobe Bryant's wife talking, and his daughter's tall, of course, he was tall, but his daughter's like super tall, and she was wearing the Hall of Fame jacket, and it just made me happy to see that, you know. Still sucks that Kobe's gone, but it's at least good to see him get honored, you know, his legacy, and to see his daughter and his wife smiling. That's good to see. I got my laptop from VTech on the console. Wife can't get any better. Hey, shout out to Clue for Prez. I appreciate that. Mamba forever. Yes, I can play that. I'm gonna have to play it right now though, because I have to end the stream. Right after this will be the last song. Any donations after this, while the music's playing, I can get on the next stream. All right, so let's see here. You wanted V positive force. All right, positive force theme. Okay, here we go. Such a weird game. All right, we're gonna answer questions for the next 2 minutes, guys, and then we're gonna sign off. Dope live stream, brother. I never sit in these. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend, guys. Peace out. All right, take it easy, Jay. Yeah, hey Jay, make sure you check out the regular edited videos too, guys. For those who are bouncing, make sure you guys check out my normal videos, okay, guys? We got brand new videos on the channel. There's no other. I'm the #1 source for Nintendo Switch and gaming news. I'm the most consistent, in my opinion, the best Nintendo Switch content creator, RPG content creator out there. So if you enjoy that type of stuff too, make sure you guys support the videos as well. I've got a brand new video for you guys like right here. So for those who have to bounce or if you're leaving, Just make sure you check out the videos and hit the notification bell too. It really does help out with the numbers and all that. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the support, seriously. All right. Jack Frost knee costume, because Shin Megami Tensei 5 Jack Frost knee costume. Okay. Will I be streaming E3? What do you think? Heck yeah, I'm gonna be streaming E3. Heck yeah. Jet Force Gemini remaster, that'd be good. Like a remake or like a new game in the series. Hypothetically, I thought you were an Xbox guy. Yes, that's exactly what everyone thought I was, an Xbox guy. So yeah. Okay, so right now DSP said that they said, because you know DSP got banned from Twitch, they actually sent them a email saying, hey, that was a mistake, and that we reversed it.
I'm really feeling
That's
it.
funny. Launchian05 with the 5 months says, hey OJ, when was the last time you missed the Spawncast? Last year in January, December through January, late December through January. I missed it because I was in Nigeria. I was with my fiance there, so that was the last time. So early 2020, like the second week. After that, when I got back, I haven't missed a single Spawncast since then. So it's been over a year, almost a year and a half now. It'll be a year and a half in a couple months that I haven't missed a single episode of the Spawncast. Let's see, DSP is the immortal streamer. When the internet dies, he will still find a way to stream. Yeah, I know, seriously. Those are the only reports on Xbox JRPGs. This is fact. Only reports on Xbox JRPGs, yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate you guys' support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure you guys check out my most recent video, okay, guys? Check out my most recent video on the channel. We did not get any new Elite Ninjas today outside of one Twitch Fire Nation, so that's unfortunate. But you guys did support the stream, so I do appreciate it. We're gonna have a big stream tomorrow with Super Smash Brothers. So if you guys want to come out to that stream, or if you guys want to do like the Elite Ninja stuff there, we'll be having that. So we might do a members only mode for that stream. We might for that tournament. We might just to kind of test things out. We'll see. We'll see how it works. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Honestly, I do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And like I said, check out my most recent video before the Spawncast or whatever if you haven't seen it. I've done a lot of the post game with Astral Chain, pretty much all of it. I think I've done pretty much all of it. So, all right, I'm not the biggest Xbox fan, but I'm interested. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we might do a member only stream, like for like a bonus stream for members only. We might do that. And anybody can watch, but only members will be able to chat. Members will only do, but anybody can watch. Just members can only chat. So members only chat. So we might do that for some parts of the stream, but we'll see. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And we will see you guys later for the Spawncast. In maybe a little bit of time. Maybe I'll be on there. Maybe I won't. You have to watch the Spawncast for that to happen. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you to all the donations. I appreciate you guys. Let me go through real quick. Make sure I give my love to everybody here. So Launchian, thank you for the 3 months. Flair, thank you for the $1. Creosin Bomb, thank you for the 10. Flair, Legendary Lost to Taco, thank you for the 2. Clue for Press, thank you for the 10. YZ250 Moto, thank you for the 5. Mr. Lacey, thank you for the big 50. Ending the day as the top streamer in the stream. Hokage, Some Dude, thank you for the 1. Flair, thank you for the 2. Flair, thank you for the 2 again. Some Dude, thank you for the 1. Coloco, thank you for the 5. Thank you for the big raid. Hunter with the raid of 9. Thank you on Twitch. Appreciate that. Coloco, thank you for the 5. Gunslinger, thank you for the 1. Sebastian, thank you for the big 10. Sinru, thank you for the big 25. Kraken Jacks, thank you for the big 20. Shinru, thank you for the 3 as well. So thank you guys for the support. I appreciate that. And we will see you guys next time.